Oh man, this hat of mine. You see this hat on my head here? Let me tell you, it's a dusty one. Every time I put it on, I get to the coffin. I might have a case of the black lung from working in the mines.
I don't know how it builds up that much dust, considering you wear it 3 times a week at least.
At least 3 times a week. And all days of the week as far as the audience should be concerned. Hello. Hi, Charkie.
Hey, Cass.
Welcome to... this is your kind of your segment, basically. You built this one out of desperation, if necessity being the mother of invention, as it is at some point. But it's one that we've revisited.
I built it out of I do this in the Discord anyway.
Yes, that's fair. And do I have a graphic for it? Ooh. Well, that's nice. That's fresh. Look at the little like burst effect on that. You see how? Yeah. Well, I could do that all day long. I could do this all night long. God, I'm so good at this. Games from a Hat, the PlayStation edition, where I guess you should probably explain the premise to your own show.
Sure. The idea is that I grab a bunch of games, in this case from the PlayStation, that I have never played before. In a lot of cases, I've never even heard of the title before. And I give them a whirl. You know, maybe they're good games. There's plenty of good games out there that I've just never heard of. Maybe they're stinkers. Maybe they're just weird. But it's going to be a surprise whatever it is I play.
So, not to be too alarmist or anything, or not to, you know, point something out that's going to immediately date this episode, but apparently, as we are going live, so too is a stiff bit of competition in Donald Trump, who's streaming on Twitch apparently right now.
You know what? I got the feeling that people who would want to go watch the Donald Trump stream are not the people we would want watching our stream.
That's a fair point, but like it's like a morbid curiosity thing. It's a curio. Like they have to click through for 30 seconds and be like, man, streaming sure sucks. This platform still like sure fucking sucks. Guess I don't want to watch any streams ever again. And that's how we lose fans.
You're worried that it's going to kill Twitch as a platform.
And we're just getting like settled in on here. We're just like really starting to dig our heels in this place. So, Magic Meows asks, "Yo, are they playing Fortnite?" God, I hope so. So. Yes, PlayStation games. We have a few. We have about 10 of them, if my memory serves, if count is correct. And then maybe some bonus ones at the end. These were in alphabetical order as you presented them to me. Have you been going through these in alphabetical order?
More or less. Whenever I start one of the Games from Hat streams, I'll go from the top of the list to the bottom, but sometimes in between streams, I'll get new games. So it is mostly in alphabetical order. Sometimes it isn't.
You know what's also mostly in alphabetical order?
I don't even know how the segue is going to work.
It's Charkies, that's C, Stream, S-T, Snack, S-N.
No.
I said it was sort of in order. Sometimes alphabetical. Oh, well.
All right, so tonight's stream snack. No food for tonight. I'm pretty full. I had a big dinner. So what we are drinking is Alani Nu Cherry Twist. Now, I don't think this is one of the Alani drinks that I've had. So that got everywhere. All right, let's give it a shot.
Occupational hazard.
Now, this is definitely supposed to be cherry limeade, and the cherry is it's kind of too close to candy for my liking.
So you don't want to drink
too close to cherry candy. I think in the cherry limeade, I wouldn't want more of the lime flavor to be coming through.
You ever seen those Sour Patch Kids drinks, like where it's just like the Sour Patch Kids soda? That always seemed fucking nasty to me.
I've had the Ghost Sour Patch Kids.
That's right.
Good. They're decent. They do taste like Sour Patch Kids, but they don't taste like too sour or anything like that. They're pretty good. This is supposed to be cherry limeade. I like me a cherry limeade. This just kind of straight up tastes like cherry candy. So, not my favorite.
They can't all be winners, but I'm gonna do my Arizona Mango. That's my snack. That's my drink. That's my bit done. Is that your bit done? Is that it for tonight, you reckon? All right.
That's it. Just in case I do need something to eat later, I have some of those granola bars I always talk about, but God, I went to Sonic's and I had like too many hamburgers, so I don't think I'm going to eat.
No, that's fair. Wait, there's one thing I forgot to do on this screen here. Wait for it. I'm going to hide this. Can you hear that? Can everyone hear that?
No, I can't hear that.
Is that coming through at all? On the soundboard?
I don't hear anything.
Well, that's alright. Well, that's my bit blown. It was supposed to be the PlayStation 1 startup sound, you see. But,
some people can hear it. I just couldn't hear it.
Alright, that's fair. As long as the people at home can hear it.
Oh, it was very quiet. That's what it was.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, well. Well, I'm sure we'll hear
one
plenty
bit
of times
blown.
tonight.
That's one bit I've completely throw it in the trash. Start the show over.
We're gonna lose them all to Donald Trump at this rate.
That should be playing now. That should be. Okay, so let's do some games. How about that?
Yeah, why don't we just get right into that?
Yeah, that might be.
So what are we starting
best.
with? I'm letting you DJ this.
Well, I'm doing it in the alphabetical order. I'm doing it in the alphabetical.
Let's say I forgot what those games are.
Yeah, no, don't worry about that. Do you want to see the covers or not?
Sure, if you got it set up like that, then show it to me.
I do indeed. The first game on the list is Omega Assault by Nap's team, and published by, who's that? That's the Phoenix Games logo right there.
See, that's the thing. When I look these things up, I love looking up the European-only ones.
Because you know.
And I know that most of the time, when I load it up, I'm going to see the Phoenix logo.
It's like a 50-50 shot you land on it, yes. Well, let's get that loaded up for you. Again, a 2003 release.
This one's probably not a Dingo Pictures film.
Unless they really got into, like, the action genre. Unless they were trying to, like, stage a sort of, like, pivot.
Made their own, like, The Predator or something.
Alright, give me 2 seconds, I'll get your controls set up. I just want to make sure the audio's piping through. And yeah, since you're going to be taking controls tonight, I'm just going to make you port 1 and I'll be port 2 in case I do need to come in on some multiplayer thing.
Did it just go right into the title screen? Was there no boot or anything? Or
well,
do you have
my emulation is set up to not have like the PlayStation startup sound. You know, the one that sounds like this?
Now I hear it. Okay. Whoa, right into it. Right the fuck into it.
No kidding. So, mech game.
Yeah. Oh, what are my controls? Am I actually playing this game?
I would assume so. Oh, Jesus.
Is there sound coming through?
Yeah, there should be. Are you not hearing it?
No, I'm not hearing it.
Well,
what am I doing?
Shit. Have you tried every button?
Okay, let me very.
Oh, I think I know why you might not be getting audio. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
And I apologize for how loud it's immediately going to be.
Oh, cool. That's better. Okay. That's worse. That's better.
Is that coming through now?
Barely. Oh, you know what it is? It's ducking the audio like it is for the folks at home.
Well, we should get used to that anyway.
Virtual audio cables, folks.
Okay. Yeah, I was configuring some stuff, reconfiguring some things, trying to get this as optimal as possible.
Okay, so I have figured this out. It is just a shooting gallery, single screen shooting gallery that you can move like this cursor in, but it also kind of controls your entire point of view. Poorly.
But we are making progress, though.
Yes. Triangle changes your weapon. I only have 3 missiles, so I just won't use that. R1, L1 kind of like strafe you to the side real hard.
RG Beargal asks, why do you appear to have one real reticle and a static reticle that doesn't do anything?
Yeah, I guess your static reticle is this is the center of the screen. And then the other reticle is where you're going to shoot.
Well, that's just where I drive the nail into my TV. That's where that's if I need the center point to fix on, to fix my gaze on, I just put a nail, drive it in.
Okay, I see a radar that I don't think is accurately telling me where... I think it's trying to tell me where enemies are, and it's not doing a good job of it. This is...
Inscrutable?
Yes, that is exactly what I was looking for. Inscrutable. I kind of have no idea at any given point what is happening. Do my other buttons do anything? Doesn't look like it. It's just triangle and X, I think.
I like all the fake bits of the heads-up display, like the 20 in the top right corner, next to the 270, next to the...
There's also a 20 in the lower left. I've been looking at all the parts of this HUD to see if any of them correspond to anything.
Now the question is this Mech Warrior compatible?
What do you mean Mech Warrior compatible?
Oh, not Mech Warrior. I meant Steel Battalion. Or not Steel... Oh, what's the one with that huge
Steel Battalion.
Steel Battalion.
You are talking about Steel Battalion.
Yeah.
I mean, there's enough buttons on that thing, you could probably make any game Steel Battalion compatible if you plug into a PC.
If you try hard enough, if you dream hard enough.
Yeah, that radar is telling me where the enemies are, but it's not relative to where I am. It's like some sort of weird absolutist thing. Like, let me see. Like, yeah, pay attention to those dots on the radar and where they are.
Yeah, imagine you are panning and scanning around the square that actually constitutes the playfield.
Yeah.
The robots are where they are relative to the playfield.
But even then, not really, because a lot of them are way too low for how high up they are. I think that might be distance, actually. Which doesn't matter in this game, necessarily. That just means how small of a target are they.
You gotta lead your shots. Slime Generator asks, the question that I had on my mind, that I hadn't articulated just yet, but I'm thinking it. How many more climates are the developers going to come up with for this cityscape here?
I feel like this is it. I feel like we've probably seen all of them, because I've seen other Phoenix games in this vein, where they'll usually have like 2 environments, and they'll have like a day and a night version of each environment, and maybe one super night version where you have like night vision goggles on, and that's it.
Well, I mean, what more do you need, really?
I also don't know which of these
stop
bars
your controls
represents...
for 1 second, if you don't mind. Yeah. I just need to fix something in the background.
You finally made it, friends.
Oh, thank you very much, Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
Stop. Pause, as a matter of fact.
I'm gonna die. There we go.
You could always... you just pause in a situation like that. Alright, here we go.
I didn't know if this was one of those online games. You know, like you're always online, you can't pause.
That's true. I mean, that would really fuck things up. Alright, here you go.
Okay. Did you fix whatever needs fixing?
Yes. Sorry, folks. It's a Tuesday stream, and I know it's one of our main streams. This ain't no casual stream, but I'm a little sloppy on the production today. I was kind of scrambling last minute.
Okay, so I think the bottom bar is my health.
Would that make the top, like, your shield, or...?
No, I wonder if the top is, like, the enemy's health. Like, how many enemies there are left to kill. I'm not doing good, apparently. I don't know if you can dodge anything or not, right?
Oh, you're in bad sector territory, which means that there's some issue in the programming on the disk, on the dump.
Oh, interesting. You mean there wasn't a pristine dump of this game?
I mean, it's a pristine dump, all right.
That's true.
All right, luckily, going to the next level...
Oh, okay.
...seemed to fix whatever issue that was.
Maybe it's because I was at low health, like the game was about to self-destruct.
That's the only way he knows how to end the game, how to, like, end the process, is like, well, we gotta crash it. Crash the whole program. It'll be immersive.
I know I've heard of PC games doing that, where, like,
they couldn't figure out how to make it.
Yeah, they couldn't figure out how to make it so you could actually exit the game, so it just crashes it.
I mean, it's the quickest way.
This is... I'm sorry, Europeans. I'm sorry that this is what you had to play.
Oh yeah, did we mention it was European exclusive, as most Phoenix games were? Jessica OTJMs asks, or was going to ask, if this was the Xbox mech game with the giant controller.
No.
Steel Battalion might have a little more fidelity over this, a little more to it gameplay-wise.
Okay, but what about the one for Kinect?
Alright, the original Xbox version might have a little more going for it.
That was such a wild pivot, right? Steel Battalion 1 having, like, the biggest, most complex controller.
Well, they've already made the most controller possible.
Yeah, so and then the sequel having the least controller possible.
It's the duality of mech. Of man and mech. Sharky?
Yeah, this is the game. This is the entire game. We have seen it.
Well, I feel like you're not using your missiles enough. Use your missiles more. I don't think there's going to be any more enemies. Any more variety of enemy. I think this is going to be different colors of these guys for eternity. Yeah. But I want to give it like one more level. Just to see.
I mean, having played a number of these Phoenix games that are like this, we have run out of variety. I've also run out of missiles.
Slime Generator says this is going to be the next long-form LP. Oh. I believe in you.
I don't think there's any saving that. I think this game doesn't work like that.
Shoot that E.
Give me that. I'm really trying to get that E. There we go.
There you go.
Hello. Okay.
Can't wait to see the next hot environment in this game.
I was right about that top bar being enemies left. Oh, bad sector. Okay, so there is a new level.
Holy shit! It's a whole new... Oh my god!
Alright, new enemies, right? No.
hey, that's change enough, alright? I mean, they're already bending over backwards for us by designing a whole new environment for us to shoot up.
Like, a whole new 4 or 5 objects? 3 of them are the same object?
No, 3's the amount of polygons they're made out of.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we can call this one here. I think we can dip back into the hat.
You don't want to dip back into this game? You don't want to just keep going? This doesn't, like, inspire passion in you? To save whatever hapless universe this is?
I think we've... squeezed all the blood
we
out
maybe
of this
mined
stone.
all there is to mine from this one?
Yeah.
I think you might be right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I can see why that game should have stayed in the hat, potentially. But surely the next game, surely the next one on the list will be better. Rayman Rush. 2002, developed by Ubisoft Shanghai. You haven't heard of this one?
I obviously know Rayman.
No, I know Rush.
Not heard
Who's Rayman?
All right, Rayman. Oh God. Listen, Rayman is a offshoot of this game about these screaming rabbits, right?
Okay, yeah. So he's
eventually
a spin-off character.
Like, you know the rabbits, right?
Just like how they spun Spyro off from that from the
Skylanders, yeah. Anyway, of course I know Rayman. I've never heard of Rayman Rush. I have to assume this is like Running Wild or something with Rayman, like a Rayman racing game. That's my guess.
I'll let you find out for yourself. Mysterious. Ooh.
All right. That's as I guessed. I figured Ubisoft would be involved. Plot.
Oh, hold on. Don't touch anything. I don't think the audio's coming through. That's a weird one. 2 seconds. Did I break everything? Did my attempts to, like, change stuff up before the show, or... Nah, couldn't be.
I know what we're doing after the show.
I'm going to sleep after the show tonight. We're good.
All right, let's take a look at the story.
What? Why would you put this in the... Why would you put this in, like, the trailer? Whatever, like, you know, E3, like, sizzle reel this is meant to be. Whatever trailer for the game, whatever promotional video they just put into the game itself.
Was that gameplay? I saw, like, the timers on screen. Is that the... Okay. I get the feeling I was right.
That's an on-foot kart racer? Yes, so it's a parkour game. The predating Mirror's Edge. Ubisoft calling their shot here.
And Assassin's Creed and every open world game they'd ever make again. Yep. Their favorite hitters, Glowbox, Rayman.
Rayman build last in his own game. The disrespect. Remember that thing that came out like some months ago, like where like the Ubisoft put out a cartoon that everyone liked for some reason, and one of the recurring gags was that Rayman was like edgy. He was snorting coke and
edgy talk show host Rayman. All right.
I suspect this one will be multiplayer. Call me crazy, but I think a racing game's gonna have multiplayer. We didn't mention that in the LJN Connection, the last episode of the LJN Connection, while I was playing Spirit of Speed 1937. I forgot to mention that. Oh yeah, no fucking no multiplayer in that game, in a racing game.
I figured you were just sparing me.
No, I would never pass up an opportunity to spare you. You still have a punishment due from when I won Fight Night last. Don't think I haven't been sitting on it.
Single player, options, multiplayer. Let's take a quick look at single player and then we jump in to multiplayer. We got jump, shoot, optimize. Well, I just hit the triangle button constantly. Right?
Then you'll have the peak performance, yeah. It can't be beat. See, there's widescreen settings for this game. Why didn't you see the display settings?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Ah, yeah, it's one of these classics.
It's fine. I can be Rayman. I can be Glowbox. Yeah, I said that right. I could be a henchman 800. I can be Razorbeard. Or just, yeah.
Who would you unlock in a Rayman game?
I don't know. The evil magician from the first game.
A rabbit.
The fairies. The mosquito that you ride in the first game. I'm gonna be Glowbox. Very Spartan, it seems.
Is it straight up just 4 levels?
Maybe. I mean, I don't see any question marks here.
Well, it says Zone 0 at the top of the screen, so maybe, like, you'll unlock
wait, first ruins. Here we go. Yes. Okay. Are they actually different? Yes, there are different levels, it seems. So, like 12 levels, maybe.
Alright.
RG Beargal says, wait, hold on. This is a PS2 game called Rayman Arena. Got ported backwards to PS1, apparently.
That would explain the 2002 release date.
Time attack, training, and... You just go straight into the championship.
Yeah, I trust you. Oh no, Rayman, Glowbox, you gotta catch up. The henchbot 2000s run. Oh, he's getting away with it.
Look,
oh,
they're so tiny though. Just like a normal strides will catch up. All right, go. All right, that's not what I expected that to do. I figured that would be a speed boost, not a I just stop thing.
So they tried to do a Crash Bandicoot in Rayman. With the framing device of being a racing game.
I mean,
This is a present from me to you.
Oh wait, I have a.
You're a Princess Peach type.
A float mood.
Thank you kindly to El Slender Senor, by the way, for the subscription. Don't mind us. We're just grabbing some PlayStation games out of a hat. Video Game King says this looks more like a Toma Runner. Like, yeah, there is that. That is like a parkour game. There's a Toma Runner is like a kart racer, but it's on foot, like, you know, a parkour game, like I've been alluding to. There was also a MMO called Free Jack, like a free-to-play, like Korean MMO that you could play like on desktop. That was
I shot that thing.
That was just like a kart racer, but on foot parkour. But Tome Runner, there's a spin-off of Tome Runner where all the characters and all the stages and all the songs are Lark and Shell, the biggest J-rock group in Japan. I don't actually know how to pronounce their name, but you can play as...
I always said Lark and Ciel, but
Lark
I say a lot of things. I always say a lot of things wrong. Spit on that. Okay, cool. Cool. I don't know what that did for me. I've played like a number of games with this conceit on PS1. Running High is one, I think. That's where you just like a bunch of guys in like racing suits running, and there's a unlockable mode where you can be babies running on the track.
Very cool. That's a killer feature if I've ever heard one.
There's Running Wild, which is the one with all the animals.
Did you know that Imagine Party Babies has racing in it?
You know what? Not surprised. Are they on all fours, or is it like this?
They're upright, like this. If this is your point of reference. Do they walk around like babies do, or do they walk around like the characters in Rayman Rush do?
I'll have to say, in Running High, when you unlock baby mode, they kind of do that stagger that babies do when they're, like, trying to walk on 2 feet, except they're doing it at, like, 70 miles an hour. Anyway, that is all to say, of all the games that are like this on PS1 that I have played, this feels the worst.
This is bad.
This is not good.
We're a demake of a PlayStation 2 game, apparently.
I do not know what that optimize button does. He just... Alright, I'm out of the race, I guess. I don't know what shooting those spiders does. I mean, I'm just gonna... The race is over. I'm just gonna take him out now.
Yeah, now he's defenseless.
I'm just gonna eat him.
That's gonna affect your time a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah. Alright, let's go right into the multiplayer.
Yeah, give me 2 more seconds, because I'm realizing that I never turned the what you call it, the rewind back on. Not that we even need it for this stream, but I just need to turn it back on before I completely forget about it.
Because I think anytime I've done the stream in the past, I've never used rewind, maybe, because I don't have rewind set up correctly on mine.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just for my edification. All right, take us to the verses.
Oh, okay.
Let me see how this feels. You've piqued my curio.
All right, I'm gonna go with Rayman this time.
The classic. By the way, I think Rayman sucks. I think the Rayman games have always sucked. I think the first game, I don't know why it got ported to goddamn near everything, because it's one of the most, like, shitty platformers I've ever played, and I've played a bunch of shitty platformers. 2 was okay.
You want to do Canopy, Water Canyon, or Electric Tunnel?
Let's get electric in here.
All right. 1 lap, 3 laps. Let's go 3 laps, right?
Sure. This one's for all the marbles, folks. Shh! Don't tell anyone. I have shoes.
No, those were Rayman shoes. He stole his feet.
Did he eat Rayman?
Maybe. I feel like it's not out of the realm of possibility. I really just can't aim at you. Oh, I hit that thing, for whatever that's worth.
Oh, shit.
Listen, I'm trying to optimize. That doesn't seem to do anything. Where am I?
Well, you're on the left. Glad I can help.
No, I mean, where I vanished.
I forgot what optimize is, by the way.
What is it?
As you're coming out of the boosts of those pads, you press triangle, yeah. And it gives you, like, an extra, like, little bit of chutzpah.
Ah. Whoa, okay. Okay.
Oh, you flipping the switch made the things move on the ground.
Which also screwed me over.
It evens the playing field. You can't, you know, it's the honorable way to play.
SpongeBob-ass music.
So this is like not the worst, but I can see why you didn't like the controls.
Mm-hmm. I'm also comparing them to, you know, games in this very weird subgenre that I have played before.
I'm gonna say that the issue here is camera, primarily.
Camera is awful, yes.
And the controls as they relate to the shifting camera.
Bye. It also feels really slow for like a racing game.
Yes, it does not have the sense of speed you would hope for. Also, when you're close to each other and just like behind each other's backs, and all you're doing is just like launching the projectile constantly. Yeah. I don't know what that adds necessarily to the competitive element of this, besides just being fucking annoying and mean that you're constantly having to jockey for that like position.
I screwed myself over doing that. Thought I knocked it over to my side. Okay. Okay, here's the thing. Would you rather be playing this or Sonic R?
This.
You know what? Fair. I feel like at least Sonic R feels faster. But
it's all an illusion.
It also feels like way worse to control in general.
I'll use it effectively. Good for you.
Yeah, there we go. And that makes up for Fight Night. Consider it even.
All right, go home. We get along. We agree to disagree.
Do we do one more?
Let's do one more. I don't think that was the worst. I don't think it was good.
It's not good, no. That's, like I said, this is the worst of this specific type of game that I have played.
It's the one type of attack you have, as opposed to Mario Kart, which has variety of shells, which they scale in such ways as to make it so that when you're behind, you have access to the more lethal stuff, and when you're ahead, you get access to, you know, a system of checks and balances, which this doesn't have.
I think you're right, though, that one of the worst things about this game is the camera.
It's definitely not made for a vertical camera, I can tell you that much. But not much is in this world, in this life. In my humble opinion.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that really hurts there.
Oh, rounding the corners especially sucks.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, it doesn't matter. I can still... Never mind.
My aching Shabago.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't know I was supposed to go this way. It didn't look like that.
Again, disorienting, to say the least.
Also, if you get knocked out by something, it feels like it's way too long.
It's only like a second and a half, but it feels like an eternity. Because every second in a racing game that you're like stuck feels like.
Exactly.
There's like some jump tech in this. I think there's like ways to really time the jumping. And I think using the hover is also like probably advantageous. This corner in particular sucks. Oh, but yeah, this needed to be. This cries for horizontal. Oh god, the timing on that is the worst.
Oh, please turn. Why'd I get caught on that?
Didn't get caught on that, bitch! Who put that fence back up? I tripped over that earlier. I like to think someone's tampering with the race.
Or we're on someone's private... Or we're on someone's private property and they're just trying to fix it.
What? I jumped over that. I'm calling bullshit on that. I shouldn't have told you about the optimize. I shouldn't have told you how to use it. I should have kept that to myself.
I always feel like it's only fair to like that both players know the know the base mechanics of the game.
And I say all is fair in love and war, baby.
You know, honestly, that's the thing I didn't like about the Game Grumps back when I watched them. Amongst other things that led to me stop watching them. But, was that, like, Danny would say, like, oh, hey, here's how you play the game. You know, you just do this to make this happen. And Aaron would always be like, I'm not telling you how this thing works, you figure it out. And it would just drive the it would just drive the video to a halt. Yeah, there's really no way around it, because if I jumped, I would have gone slower.
Yep. Magic Meow says so much for the Game Grumps collab. Sorry to take another one off the list. Yep.
Granted, I was talking about Danny and Aaron Game Grumps, so we still have a chance at JonTron.
All right, finally. That'll really put us on the map, boy howdy. Is that Rayman Rush?
I think that's Rayman Rush.
I think that's Rayman Rush. Let's turn off the PlayStation 1. Is that coming through at all?
I heard that.
Well, that's good, at least. All right, next game on the list. Let's get her up. That should be game number 3, which is Roll Away, a Psygnosis published game. This is by Game Design Sweden. All of Sweden came together. They got all 4 of their programs together and said, "All right, boys, do it for Switzerland or for Sweden. Fuck, whatever." It's been, folks. Look, it's been a long day. I worked for 9 hours today. And, you know, after 10 hours spent on the job, you know, I come home after an 11-hour day, and all right, let's get this up and running. The ball on the front looked like Glover to me.
We got some Tuesday energy up in here, you know? Oh, yes, that did look like a Glover ball, but
It's that red and yellow. It's the red ball, yellow star. I see a ball like that, and my mind assumes the worst.
A by Game Design Sweden AB.
That's half of ABBA.
Oh, hate this. I'm not going to say font, just the lack of there being color for the text.
You love this bezel effect on invisible text? Yeah, Graph Design 101, never do this. Also, the letter E just completely disappears into this random circle in every letter, in every instance here. Ugh. Oh, no, it's one of these. Okay, yeah, you're welcome to hell.
It's tank controls.
Well, it's grid-based
essentially
is what it is.
Yeah. So it's not a super monkey ball.
No, you would hope it would be. But no joy on that one. It's a bad puzzle game.
The thing about this is, it is very methodical. To the point where it doesn't particularly feel challenging. Great, I'm on level 2.
Alright, now you have to jump through flaming hoops. Okay. So you can see now that they might be going some directions at some point with this.
I wish down worked. I'd love to hit down to quick turn, but no dice.
No, we hadn't invented quick turning yet. It was only with that one version of Resident Evil 4 or whatever. That's no, Resident Evil 4 always had quick turn, didn't it? I'm thinking of Resident Evil 1 that didn't have quick turn initially. They added it in the remake. Don't mind me. I'll be over here.
I'm trying to figure out the rules for when you can turn around on a corner.
Can you not just roll off the sides of these?
Not every side. Like, spiked.
I don't want to see you do that entire maze again.
Okay.
Johnny Baggett says this is a great puzzle game. I think Bobinator was singing its praises in the chat earlier as well. I look at this and I just see El Generico.
See, I can turn on any one of these, but there's some of them I couldn't turn on. I can't go on the other side from here.
Yeah, that's badly signposted. You think there would be like arrows or like differences in texture or something, anything?
It's just like, it seems to be very specific rules about where you can make these turns. I'm not 100% sure what those rules are, but I got the bonus.
The rules are whatever they scripted to be a surface that you could travel
along.
Oh,
this is a bonus-ass bonus right here.
Okay. He's got to light them all up. Yeah, I think I had a Winamp visualizer that looked like this.
This feels like something I would have played on coolmathgames.com. Like, in between, like, games of Run, I would go play this and, like, Shockwave.
Then you gotta mix it up with a little lemonade stand, too, of course.
Oh, yeah, and save that game.
Oh, absolutely.
And fill up Cass's memory card.
Pro Striker 92 with a tidbit. This game is known in PAL regions as Kula World. K-U-L-A World.
You know what? This is fine. It's not great, but if I was a child, I would have fond memories of this later in life, I feel. Like, this is kind of like Marble Blast Ultra, except not exciting.
Well, the Egyptian aesthetic isn't doing it for you? Can you jump off of that? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, this is fine, I think.
Until you find out it was canceled, until you find out that you thought it was okay. Just when you thought it was safe to play, roll away.
Now, canceled as in it didn't come out, or canceled as in this game gets racist on the next level?
Yeah, it's, well, you see what they think of Egypt. Let's see what they think of.
Speaking of racist, the only thing I didn't notice that message in chat earlier where someone said that JonTron was the only funny member of Game Grumps. Because, yeah, that sure is funny how he, like, just said the N-word like 20 times in a Sonic episode.
Honed in on that one like a heat-seeking missile. Good for you. Yeah, we don't fuck with JonTron here, to be clear.
Yeah. I've lost the exit.
And then I believe you've lost
there it is.
Oh. Is there any way to recover this?
Nope, timeout. Now, there is a two-player mode, and I bet I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just...
Actually, will you give me 1 second?
Sure. I'll take control over for a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, analog stick. You can't use the D... Oh, wait, you can use the D-pad. That's right, the down button doesn't work. I'm remembering now. That being an issue. Ooh, I hate the way this feels. Can I just say? The jump... Oh my god. Really? Yeah, I guess that's why you're a ball. I guess you would have to include physics in some capacity. I guess that's an element that I have to look out for.
I mean, do you like... I mean, I get the feeling that you don't like these kind of games. You sort of like...
I don't like anything that challenges
games.
my brain. I don't like to be reminded that I'm inadequate and stupid.
You're just why you're such an avid Dan Brown reader.
I don't even know who that is.
Don't worry, I made that joke like 15 years too late, so don't worry about it.
Ay caramba. I will say, I am better at solving puzzles. You know, I might not enjoy it, but clearly I've mastered it. Wait, how the fuck do you... Oh, wait, no, I got it. Okay. Done.
Pro Striker says, you know, this kind of game is perfect for cell phones. Yeah, absolutely.
I can imagine a J2ME version of this. The way it was meant to be played.
15 years too early. Or something. When did this game come out? 1998?
1998. Go quit game, I guess.
Uh-oh.
You're in control.
Yeah, it's just like I didn't know where it was.
I was saying you could, like, quit the main menu if you wanted to do two-player or what have you.
Oh. Well, you know what the two-player is going to be, right?
What's the two-player going to be? What if it isn't? What if it's who can solve the puzzle fastest?
All right. Well, you know what? Let's find out. I thought I hit
circle.
Oh, circle is okay.
Please write.
Your signature.
All right, get the pencil out. Get the PlayStation pencil.
Do you have a touchpad I could? Where's the R? There's the R.
It's somewhere there.
Tuesday energy. All right.
I can't wait to put my name on there.
2-player.
Copycat or time trial?
I'm curious what, like, we know what time trial is in general. What's copycat?
This might be the hidden depth of this game.
Is this like horse?
Oh, I'm gonna make such a fucked up puzzle for you to solve, boy howdy. You ain't gonna believe how many moves you have to copycat off of me.
Again, really not enjoying the font choice of having the text color be nothing.
Well done.
Well done. Well done. I did a good job.
Huh. What the hell happened here?
Alright, your turn. That's not what I did, but good job. Well done.
I did something, that's all that matters.
I think we broke something.
Try pressing start.
So you did that, and then well done. What happened? I mean, obviously there's an emulator issue, right?
No, that's how that was intended behavior. It got even trippier out of nowhere, man. It's new dimension of sight and sound. Let's see time trial.
All right. Select the environment for the competition. How are we feeling?
I'm partial to environment 4.
I can't get to 4.
Oh, I guess like 3 then, you know, second best to 4.
All right, do you think it's going to look the same way, or do you think we're going to get a normal-ass level?
Time will tell.
Also, does it want me to get everything, or does it want me to just get to the exit as fast as possible? Also, I feel like if you see me go first, you just get inherent advantage of... Oh.
Very cool.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's going to do it for Roll Away. Clearly something has gone horribly wrong, or horribly right.
Something's in the water in Sweden.
Man, they must have been smoking some heavy doobies. Yeah, that was Roll Away. It seemed fine. I'm sure it wouldn't do that on a real console, but...
Or maybe it would.
We just grab them out of the hat, folks. We don't know what we're getting into here. I mean, I knew some of these games at least.
Well, reach into that hat and find out what the next game is.
It's Rush Hour, another Psygnosis game. You got 2 Psygnosis published games in a row here. This is by Clockwork Games.
Okay, so when I picked this, I thought there was like a 50-50 chance in my head that I would be seeing some Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan.
Do you understand the games that are coming out of this stream? All right, that's all I got.
I'm looking at that cover, and I'm seeing Psygnosis, and I'm not thinking that I'm getting that.
They got really esoteric with the license tying games at a point in time. It was... You remember Bad Boys Miami Takedown? This was the progenitor of that.
So if this is not a game based on the movie Rush Hour, then I think there needs to be a game based on the movie Rush Hour. I don't even remember what happens in that movie, but I feel like it would still be good.
I remember there was a car ride, and that you don't touch a black man's stereo, according to Chris Tucker. I remember that. That is literally the only scene I remember. And the only reason I remember is because of that Doc Future video, where it's the Simple and Clean remix, where it's a tribute to Gosselin from DuckTales, set to Simple and Clean. You know what video I'm talking about?
I don't, but Doc Future made a lot of videos. Accelerate is X. Okay, you know what? This is real fucking simple.
Not overcomplicating things.
High res and widescreen.
I joked about widescreen support earlier.
Well, I'm not gonna fuck with it. And I know high res means this. High res means the frame rate's gonna suck. But that is interesting that widescreen is an option here.
It was unheard of at the time, but not unheard of in games. I mean, it was just, you know, the percentage of consumers who had widescreen monitors.
What year did this come out? 97.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Why'd you kill the music?
Sorry. Oh, it's dead. Music?
Music, come back.
What'd I do? I'm sorry. Also, I can't get it back to 80.
There
we go. All right. Anyway, we got championship single race time trial. I'm just gonna go with high performance or heavy metal.
The two musical genres.
Auto braking. Just randomly, or okay, I'll leave it off. I'll do high performance, and we'll come back and do heavy metal. Normal steering or fast steering.
These are going to be some fancy high-performance vehicles.
So the Europa Tourer, the Yellow Thunder, the Red Flash, or the Silver Bullet.
Red, because it pops easiest.
Sure. I was feeling Silver Bullet. We can go red. For aesthetic purposes.
Start your engine.
Oh, from this angle. From this angle? Okay. Whatever you say.
No kidding.
Oh, wait. Would you like it further out, though? I can make it further out. I can make it way further out.
Well, thank God I couldn't see anything from earlier, but now I can see everything.
Actually, I'm not sure what camera angle would be better.
First person would be better, or behind the back. Something where you can see in front of you, but I get that this is probably like a frame rate maximizing thing. Which we can't render that much of the screen at once. What if we just tilted the camera at like a fucking Dutch angle? What if we sit like at a 45-degree angle?
I feel like there had to have been racing games in this time on PlayStation 1 that could handle like looking at the track in front of you.
Yes, there were. Some even ran at 60. That was beyond the abilities of Clockwork Games.
I was about to say, this is a Psygnosis thing. Didn't games that came out of Psygnosis generally, like, do good in that department? Wasn't their whole thing, like, good race? I know, but...
No, you're thinking of,
Wipeout, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you... I don't know, I just usually associate, like, Psygnosis with, like, I don't know, good racing games. Not to say this is a horrible racing game, but it feels like I'm being told about a racing game rather than playing a racing game, right?
It's the first ever second-person racer where your camera is the perspective of the cameraman in the helicopter following the race.
I mean, if you want, like, the police chase cam right here.
Suspect last seen in last place in a race. They're doing very badly.
Oh, no, I'm not in last place. I'm 7 out of 8. What would auto braking have gotten me?
As you got close to other cars, maybe?
Or, like, around corners or something? Like, just so I could, like, mash on the accelerate at all times? Oh, something about this view kind of makes me sick.
Yeah, it's not great when the entire map is rotating at that speed, yeah. Oh, talk about no frills, baby. That's...
Enter your name. Pretend I'm you. It's also easier to type out than CHK. 3 race credits remaining. No thanks.
Jump in the 2-player. Oh, look at that! They have the menu screenshot. They did a motion blur, but they also had the menu elements on it when they did the motion blur effect. Or is that a radial blur? I think it's a radial blur. Right. Anyway, 2 players.
You want to go straight into 2-player?
Yeah, absolutely. There's only 2 buttons, right?
I think we should do heavy metal.
Okay.
Slow car boost. So rubber banding for whoever's in last place.
Rubber banding on or off? Let's turn it off.
Okay. All right. These are the heavy metal cars. The Soccer Mom SUV, the Dune Buggy, the Jeepster, the Dallas Pickup.
I was hoping there would be like a boxcar racer, like a soapbox.
Well, I'm picking the Dune Buggy.
I'll pick the Jeepster.
Also notice there's a start delay, which I guess is just a handicap.
All right, so courses, there's a few. You want to do a racetrack, or do you want to do some city driving?
Why don't we do city driving?
May the better slot car win.
Your engines.
Oh, your view is fucked. Okay,
Oh,
so
Jesus, how do I...
So,
what's your camera change button?
left trigger, right trigger is the camera stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, this way. Oh, wait. No. Now, hold up.
Wait, thank God there's a reverse.
Yeah, this way. Oh, this is squirrely for some reason. I picked normal steering.
Wait, so you are going
Okay, so
the right way.
this is a problem with this perspective. Is I don't know which way forward is.
This is the worst racing game track I've ever seen in my life. It's so unclear where you're going or what you're doing.
It would be better if you could see forwards, right? It would
Novel
be better
concept, right?
It would be better if we weren't playing from this perspective of the LAPD here. Ugh.
Holy hell, this is dire.
Zoom it back in. It's so... This car is so squirrely. I don't get it. I thought it was because I was on, like, the...
I was at a perfect angle where I couldn't see
something.
the highway deviate. I couldn't see there was two separate bits
I
of
couldn't
road.
see that either. I absolutely ran into the thing, too.
Oh, my car's smoking. There's damage here, apparently.
What? Where? Oh, you have to turn around here?
Yes,
I know
map's
there
all
are
about
things...
turning around.
I know there are things on top of the screen there that are saying, like, hey, turn right, dummy, but still... I am not blind to the fact that the game is trying to tell me something here, but it's still
It
not
needs to be
super
more clear in its communication.
So yeah, my Doom buggy's gonna blow the fuck up soon. Yeah, I broke it. Sorry.
That means I win. I'll take that.
Oh yeah. I thought race again meant just from here. Go. Do we want to pick a different?
Yeah, I wanted to pick a different track.
Oh, it was still going regardless. Okay, let's change the high performance and see if that just controls better. Okay, high performance. So let's leave it as it is, I guess.
No, that's a vehicle class.
Yeah, high performance vehicle class.
All right, then I'll drop the Yellow Thunder then.
All right, I'll take the Silver Bullet.
I like the idea of a start delay as a handicap.
And I'll just absolutely 100% throw this. Do you think that's seconds? Like
I would have
like
to be,
30
right?
sec.
It's not going to be 30 frames.
I feel like for the bit. For the bit.
No. What if we both did it?
Okay. Let's both set to 30.
All right.
All right, and pick a different map. Yukon, Raceway, Pacific Dream. How about the Pacific Dream? Or what do you want to do?
I think the Raceway. I think let's give the racing fans a good race.
All right.
Start your engines.
All right. Ready,
3,
set,
2,
go.
1.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Another 30 seconds.
What I'm doing. Can't you see?
Or so.
Thanks for the drink up. I can do that. And while we wait for the start delay to run out, folks, it is September. So if you like what you see here, feel free to subscribe. I believe new subscriptions get a slight discount.
I believe so. If that should still be in effect.
And if you're a subscriber, you get access to the Patreon Saints channel
And
our
they're
Discord,
off.
where you can help us decide on the direction of the show, what we're going to be streaming next, etc., etc.
There's already some conversation going about the next long-form stream, about the next long-form show.
Since we just did finish up LJN Connection, we're talking about what sort of like history kind of thing we're going to do next, or just sort of curios.
Oh, I thought we had to turn around because of that previous track. It fucked with my brain, Charkie. I just gotta hope you get into a catastrophic accident.
Well, it's more likely than you think. I will say, I feel like this controls better than the not the high performance, than the heavy metal car.
No, this is way worse.
Really? Way worse for you?
It's entirely too loosey. I'm using the D-pad.
Me too.
And it just feels like if I hold it for more than like a millisecond, it is doing wides in a way that I'm not super thrilled about.
You're not wrong, but I feel like the heavy metal class was worse for that. Okay, what is... Okay, I was about to say, what does exclamation point mean in this case? Like solid wall?
Don't keep driving ahead like that. Man, if only you could see 5 feet in front of you.
Hold on, I'm going to fix my camera so I can see better. There we go, that's better. I can see way more of what is directly in front of me now.
Finally, a racing game that my pet ant can watch me play. And like, that's your car? It's huge.
This is like weirdly, like, I'm not saying we need to stop playing this right now. I can stomach it very literally, but this is like weirdly making me nauseous.
Yeah, it's a bad perspective. It's disorienting to not be able to see like 5 feet in front of you. It's also doing some weird things where it's at weird angles. Like as I'm doing that, like that turn. Especially if you zoom all the way out, I feel like it goes beyond like looking straight down almost. Like it's almost like you're looking at it from like too much of an angle. I don't know how your car is just faster than mine. That's how I'm interpreting this. I'm better at
okay, that was a bad turn on my part.
Yeah. Oh, we got some metal on the soundtrack. Who do you think they paid to do this? This is probably Slayer, right? They probably got Slayer on this. Welcome to your Psygnosis tracks. Track spelled Trax.
Yngwie Malmsteen on sedatives.
Yeah, kind of sickening, mostly boring. No frills as can be, so like the presentation gets like a 1 out of 10. It looks like... Doesn't look like a video game. There's a better comparison.
I was gonna say, this is still early for PlayStation, but not that early.
No, not early enough that they could justify this.
Yeah.
Also, the sense of speed. This is as fast as you go.
Yeah. That still throws me off every time.
We have a winner.
All right.
Is your guy going to crash into the wall or no? Not even.
No, it just kind of takes over.
Boring. Which sums up the whole game, basically. I thought this would be... I was confusing this with San Francisco Rush.
No.
In my brain. Two games, similar genre, but very different executions. But I think that'll do it for Rush Hour. I don't think there's anything left to scrape off of that bone. And speaking of bones...
Ooh, good segue.
Thank you. Skeleton Warriors! Let's see who made this. Neversoft Entertainment. 1996 on behalf of Virgin Interactive. Yeah, this is before Apocalypse even.
Now, I only know about this cartoon entirely from the Jimquisition.
Yeah, that's about the value that it holds in the modern canon. I don't recall anyone being real skeleton heads back in my... there it is! The mark of quality.
Tommy Del Rico.
Yep.
I gotta assume that this is a side-scrolling platformer.
Side-scrolling beat 'em up with some platforming elements.
Darkness, good, evil. Two forces battle for the ultimate power. As the city of Luminicity mourns the death of its king, the
City of Ruinicity?
must be on guard from the sinister Baron Dark. For the king's passing has brought rumors that the Baron is plotting to steal the Lightstar Crystal.
Yeah, this is a sick intro to an 80s music video.
I'll be honest, I don't understand what a fucking word this guy is saying.
Rabble, rabble, rabble. Peas and carrots, peas and carrots.
You ever watch this cartoon at all?
Fuck no.
Yeah, me neither. Like I said, all I know is that if you're about to say the C word, that the theme song will start playing and cut you off.
Yeah, that was a gag on the original show, on the original Saturday morning cartoon. Yes.
I feel like the Mortal Kombat cartoon would have been better if, like, they cursed way more, but had to keep censoring it.
Yeah, that's what was wrong. That's what was missing from the Mortal Kombat cartoon.
Remember how we were watching some of that for a while in the Discord?
Yeah, I think we made it like 3 episodes in.
Yeah, I don't even think we made it 3 episodes in.
So who's good and who's bad here?
Well, we haven't seen any skeletons yet. I have to assume the skeletons are the good guys.
The power of the crystal has transformed Baron Dark into a living skeleton.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think the guy named Baron Dark is a good guy.
He's an anti-hero.
To battle Baron Dark and destroy his skeleton warriors.
Bob Ender says his cartoon got canceled after 13 episodes in 1994. How the hell did this game happen in 1996?
Nostalgia.
Hey, you guys remember 2 years ago? Oh, those some good old times, good old days.
All right, jump. Jump on triangle. No,
it's triangle pointing up. It's an arrow pointing up.
Jump. Okay, that's better. That's even better than that. Okay, so jump / block there, shoot there, special. That makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Well, if it makes sense to you, that's all that matters. Because I don't think this is multiplayer. I don't think there's...
Nope. Ooh. Okay.
El Slender Senor says, our living skeleton's supposed to be scary because there's one inside of each of us right now. I don't know if you know this or not. My skeleton's actually, not living inside me, it's actually dead inside of me. I don't know, there's something that workshopped that. We'll get back to that one. Folks, I may have done some other things before the stream today.
Oh, did you have fun? Should go out for. Why is everything exploding?
Isn't that sick though? Isn't that what you want out of like your like 90s cartoon? Is like constant explosions? So why not? Like, should the video game have constant explosions?
But like I kill a guy. Oh, I have to collect their blue.
Their souls.
Yeah, their blue dodecahedrons or whatever, and that keeps them from regenerating.
That's an idea, at least.
So I explode them, and then they fall into pieces, and once I catch their, I don't know, their little soul thing, then all their pieces explode into other explosions.
This is like a maximalist game. Not in terms of this very Spartan UI, but in terms of like the action on screen. I'm getting real Batman Forever the arcade game vibes off of this.
There's not enough enemies on screen yet.
But
I don't have super moves that I can just keep pulling off.
Well, you do have the triangle button.
Yeah. I have that. That's it. Oh, I'm supposed to jump there, I guess? Okay.
Magic Mouse pointing out, this is Neversoft's not just like their first PlayStation game, this is their first ever game. Oh. This was the first thing they made.
Oh. And then they made this and they looked at it and they're like, you know what, fuck it, let's just go skating, dude. We're not cut out for this.
No, hey, it's Slime Generator says. Tony Hawk saw this and went, yep, that's the way I want to make my game. No, you're close, though. They saw Bruce Willis in fucking Apocalypse, and that's what Tony wanted. He's like, sold.
He was like, be sure you put a bunch of copies of that game on the second level. I fucking love that game.
That's why it's there. It's a tribute. A sick and twisted tribute to...
They really should have made Bruce Willis playable in that first game, right? That would have been a Neversoft thing to do.
In Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the original?
Yeah. Get Bruce Willis as a guest character.
When they first prototyped the game, it was literally Bruce Willis on the skateboard. This is his model from Apocalypse.
Yeah, so it should still be there already somewhere.
There. Yeah. I think there may have been a licensing issue. I think they may have run into an issue of money.
you don't think Bruce Willis wouldn't have said yes for the love of the game, for the love of skateboarding?
For the love of video games.
Like, you know he's always at the skate park, like, tearing it up. I don't like this, you have to collect their soul orb mechanic thing. It's like, I feel like it doesn't need to be there. As someone who likes playing Kill Confirmed in Call of Duty, I think it doesn't work well here.
It's like if in Sonic, after you broke open a badnik and the animals came jumping out of it, you had to like also like kill the animal to prevent them from going back in the machine and turning it back on again.
It's like, gotta be safe. You could have been corrupted by Robotnik for all I know. Could be a sleeper agent.
You knew the risks, man.
Sorry, baby seal.
I have the power.
Like, this is definitely a He-Man ripoff, right?
Oh, no doubt. Oh, say something nice.
Say something nice.
It has boss encounters.
Okay, I should be using my being dead. I don't know. I'm having a...
Oh my god,
it's big.
Awesome scaling effect.
Okay, sure, there we go. Scaling effects. Didn't they have bosses with scaling effects in Apocalypse too? Like the final boss got bigger over the course of the thing?
Yeah, but those were 3D models, though. As opposed to these, like, digitized sprites based off of 3D models.
Oh, you know what? Here's my say something nice. I actually do like digitized sprites based off of 3D models. I think that is... I always like that. I think
it's very charming how badly they scale. How, you know, rasterizing those images makes them, like, inherently, like, limited.
Yeah. Exactly. You know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
I mean, it worked for Pit Fighter. I love that Rootin' Tootin' cowpoke skeleton with the revolver and the cowboy hat.
Also, this is the future, right? Like, this is supposed to be the future? We saw a lot of future stuff.
I mean, is this even a tie-in to the Skeleton Warriors cartoon show? Who's to say?
Yeah, surely. Surely it is.
What if this was an original IP? What if this was Neversoft's vision? Born from their sick and twisted minds?
Or like, Skeleton Wars is off the air for 2 years, and they're like, well, I mean, who's gonna sue us, right? Huh? Oh, that was a thing. Anyway, my point is, we're in the future, I think. And, like, all of these Skeleton Warriors are, like, Baron Dark's forces that are turned to skeletons or something, I think.
He recruited an army pretty quick, I'll give him that.
And his army in the future is a bunch of guys with swords and some cowboys.
Well, they're from different periods in history. The cowboys, like, they dug up from, like, you know, the frontier. From out west. Along the Oregon Trail.
Okay.
He walked along.
Question then. Did they come with the hats, or did he have to, like, provide it for them?
Yeah, no, they were actually not related to, like, the frontiersmen of back in the day. They was just unrelated deaths, so he had to outfit them after the fact. He's like, shit, I thought you'd have a whole, like, regalia on you. I thought you'd have, like, the whole, like, cowpoke look. No? Like, no, you were a carpenter. Shit!
They buried you in respectful clothing, huh? How about, hear me out, lime green cowboy hat.
For eternity.
Gloves, a poncho, and nothing else.
You know what I'd say? Sold! As gaudy in death as I am in life. It's a hell of a gun. It looks like he straight up looks like a zapper.
Yeah, I was about to say, it looks like an an NES zapper. When you were saying earlier about
you go ahead.
When you were saying earlier about this game being like maximalist, yes. Like, I'm feeling it now with more things on the screen, and all of this stuff I have to pick up, and every time I pick something up, there's like 7 explosions.
It is based on the animated television series of the same name. I almost can't believe it. I also can't believe that this isn't a 3DO game. This feels like it'd have been a 3DO game. Apparently, Saturn and PlayStation.
No, you know, I would have said if this controlled worse, if this visually obviously controlled worse, I would have. What am I doing?
I'm flying. I'm flying.
Now I'll say it. It almost looks like a CDI game.
Oh, is this the beginning of the stage?
Yeah, I don't think the CDI would have had this smooth scrolling though. Now that I think about it.
I don't think it had smooth anything. I don't think it was capable. I don't think smooth is in the vocabulary of the CDI developer back in the day. Apparently, someone is making progress with that shit finally on maybe some solutions that will make CDI games playable, at least for people on Misters with FPGAs. And if they can manage that, then I think it's, you know, only a short time, hopefully, before they also figure it out for just, you know, the humble desktop user, like moi.
Okay, so I have realized now, because I've just been going in with my sword, but when I collect those skeleton souls, that is ammo for my shots. Still have not figured out what the larger, like, Sonic Carnival level bumpers in my inventory are.
Is that maybe your health? That's your health.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Good. Don't angle the sprite at all. Don't have the sprite go at, like, you know, like a slightly askew angle, 10 degrees rotation there. No, just have him stand, like, upright, so he's basically skating on one foot. Oh, did you see that? They turned the stage around a little bit.
Yeah. It's
sickening.
It's actually, yeah, kind of fucked up looking.
Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero also a game that this reminds me of, that this rings similar to in my mind now.
Give me, please. Thank you.
Do you feel like a champion? Do you feel like a barbarian with this music playing in the background?
Honestly, I really can't hear much in the way of sound effects with how the audio ducking works now. But, yeah, sure.
We need to get used to the audio ducking in our ears, because we also need to get used... Yes, because you know what comes next? This is me onboarding Charkie, getting Charkie used to what streaming is. You know what's going to be great? When you hear your own voice in your ears.
Oh,
when you have to hear your own voice in your ears when you talk. And that's monitoring. It's necessary.
I'll find a way to go without. My brain will shut down.
That's what everyone says at first. It does suck at first and forever, but it never gets better. But you still do it anyway because it's professional. Because professionals tell you to do it.
If professionals tell you to jump off a bridge.
Well, is there a paycheck in it? Will they get me hired? Will they have a gig for me lined up?
I legit. I mean, you know, time comes, I'm willing to try it, but I legit think my brain will shut down if I have to try and.
I'm gonna rewind you because this level fucking sucks. Get that health. Why are there ice physics on the top of that thing?
I would. Yes, I'm glad you recognize that there are ice physics present.
Oh, you're dead immediately. Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't restore enough health.
Here you go.
Okay. I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna...
Oh, there you go.
But yes, there are... Oh god, no. Give me... Okay.
Duck that shot.
Oh, ooh, okay. Invincibility. Probably.
Slime Generator says they're going to see some former Tony Hawk Pro Skater devs do a presentation in a week or two. They'll make sure to ask them and as many questions as possible about Skeleton Warriors for the future Bad Game Hall of Fame article that will absolutely be written about this.
Yes. Yes, do that. Ask them about that. In the same vein, if you ever see Cliff Blazinski out in public, ask him about Dare to Dream.
And if you ever see George Broussard, ask them if they stole Duke Nukem's design from Bad Street Brawler. Because I added them on Twitter like 6 years ago about that, and they never got back to me.
Also, ask him if he knows where his USB drive is.
No, that's Randy Pitchford, you goofball.
Oh, who did you say?
George Broussard.
Oh, okay. Ask him that anyway, though.
Ask him just to be sure, just to double check.
They probably all have that stuff on there.
Swoop bike. Oh, no.
I'm glad we got this far.
Boy, howdy. You know, it was only a couple short years before Tony Hawk, but they traveled a distance as developers between that game and this one.
This is the only other thing about Skeleton Wars I know, is these swoop bike things.
They were bad enough in Shadows of the Empire. Oh my god, the undulating, the affine texture warping, or just whatever is happening to the ground here.
Oh, the hills are alive.
The planet is alive. Not for long.
I wonder what... Oh, okay. So now X is a missile, and that uses up my skeleton souls. It doesn't feel like I'm doing anything.
No, this seems very much on rails, beyond the fact that, you know, it is on...
Yeah, I mean, it is on rails, naturally, but it also feels like nothing's kind of happening. Oh my god, the way the hills undulate is so...
I also like how the skybox in the distance is not, like, zooming at all. So there's no real sense of, like, forward momentum.
Oh, I loved how when I got too close... I know, rewind me, if you would. But when I got too close, like, those cubes were no longer cubes. They were becoming new shapes.
Shapes as of yet undefined by science.
Look at it. Look at how they... Ah, shit. But you see how these, like, actual, you know, physical things are, like, warping.
Yeah, that's the affine texture warping, because there's no coordinate data once it's off screen.
Yeah, but they're warping spectacularly, though. Like chef kiss.
I had to learn how affine texture warping actually works when I was doing the Medal of Honor Underground Game Boy Advance article, because I was trying to figure out, like, if the reason why everything in that game is so fucked is because of affine texture warping. I'm like, no, that's a completely different principle from what's happening here, except it produces a very similar effect.
I'm also riding on one healthier. There's... Oh, come on, I have 16 health. Wait.
No, that was it. That was the end of the level. Crystal Caves, I love that band.
Wait, wasn't that like the first level we did, Crystal Cave? Well, it's different now.
It's changed since you've been here last.
Fighting Pokemon in here as well.
You know what game this reminds me of most? I know we've said like a billion games this reminds us of.
Sure.
This reminds me of Ozzy and Drix on the Game Boy Advance. The 3D platformer on the Game Boy Advance. It is similar levels of sickening and fucked perspective.
That's the one based on Osmosis Jones, right?
Yes. 3D platformer. Like a straight up like 3D, like real 3D models, 3D stages.
Speaking of, have you seen the progress on that Super Mario 64 on Game Boy Advance recently?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, it's one of those things where I think it's a neat project. I'm glad that dude who's doing it is doing it. It seems like a fun hobby project. I wish every website in the world would stop covering it. And I wish that, you know, shitty, you know, content farm YouTube channels weren't like, finally, Mario 64 playable on the Game Boy Advance. Nintendo fans have been waiting for decades to be able to play Super Mario 64 on the go. Don't tell them about Super Mario 64 DS. Wink, wink. True gamers will get this. Like this, like that grade of just like, you know, depths of content.
Well, I don't get recommended those videos, I guess.
Well, you're fucking lucky then.
Yeah. I've only seen the ones from the guy making it, and I think it's cool.
Well, that's neat. Again, I'm sure it is neat. It is a cool, like, exercise, experiment, learning experience, learning for old hardware and such. But,
Boss. Do you think this one's just going to scale up awkwardly too?
I mean, this is the guy who's on the loading screen, so maybe this is the final boss. Maybe you're already there.
I would have thought the final boss would have been bare and dark, but sure. Come back here. Aw. Yeah, here we go. This is fine.
DPS race. DPS race.
Yes. Yeah, that's the plan. Oh, I ran out of souls.
You're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Well, there you go.
There it is. Oh, uh-oh. He didn't drop a soul. Oh, well, that sucks.
Well, you busted his axe, so now it's, easier, it looks like. Oh my god, that flame effect is not great. I'd have gone with a different set of sprites. Maybe tried a transparency effect. I guess this was on Saturn. I guess they couldn't do transparency. I mean, they could have on the PlayStation. They could have gone with dithering for the Saturn version.
Ah, hell.
From the top, or...
Yo, rewind me. I only have 10 souls now.
Stop running forward. Yeah, there you go.
There we are. Ooh, a cutscene, finally.
All right, phase 3. No, skedaddle. Phase 3 is I run away. Oh my god, you did a little jumping jack. That's adorable in the background.
Wait. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at him. Throws a thing and he goes...
He's getting his stretches in between tosses. Good for him. Have we seen enough Skeleton Warrior?
I think we have. I just wanted to see what happens when I broke that. Okay, I think we've seen enough Skeleton Warrior.
We have seen enough Skeleton Warrior. Humble beginnings for one Neversoft. Neversoft Entertainment. Yeah, we all got to start somewhere, though.
Yep, we all got to start somewhere, and for them, it was making a Super Nintendo game on a PlayStation 1.
Little programming experiment of their own. You see, that Mario 64 thing is downgrading, is demaking. But what if the other direction? Anyway, the next game on our list is Shooter, Starfighter Sanvein. The actual title for this game is Sanvein, which is that's the title of it in Japan and in Europe, but the North American release, they wanted people to know, because this is a value release of sorts. So they're like, all right, we gotta let them know. No one knows what the fuck a Sanvein is. A Starfighter could be anything. Just call it Shooter.
I mean, you don't remember the classic platformer Super Mario Brothers? Full title?
Yes. What about that ripoff platformer Gianna Sisters? Boy, howdy, I tell you what. All right, let's get this loaded for you. This game was like 3 megabytes, by the way.
Really?
Unless I'm misremembering. There was one of these games that was just like absolutely fucking tiny.
Oh, good. Success.
It was successful. It wasn't a failure. Developed by Success. Year 2000. Oh, yes. The vibes are already immaculate. Okay, so this can't be 3 megabytes because it has FMV in it.
Yeah. Okay.
All the different type of bodies will be represented. I think this is also released as a simple series game, a super light series, Super Light 1500, if I recall correctly.
No, Billy, we have Einhander at home.
I played the game on a demo disc, that Einhander game, Einhander, and I'm like, this looks cool, then I never bought it.
Oh, I love that game. Hard as fuck, but I love that game.
We are privileged to continue this battle. Also, you can tell the 2000 was added or replaced later, because it's a different font, different size from the Success.
Mm-hmm. I love nonsense text nonsense English text in a shmup game. Like, never meant to read it. Was just there to look cool.
It might as well just be lorem ipsum. Get score to unlock.
Classic.
Classic classified.
Etc. All right. Let's get right into it. Pick my glue-on body.
Long gauge or photon gauge?
Fast move, fast
Oh, you only
turn.
have 7 seconds.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with this one. Special weapon. Well, I went with a kind of a... Yeah, I'll do that.
Hybrid ship.
Select first stage. Okay. It builds a progression for me based off of my first stage.
I trust it.
To escape from St. Schultz. Inwards, heaven, utopia, and truth. You invade the floor that... Oh, this is... Oh, okay. Alright, I have to figure out the controls, but...
Is it kind of like asteroids, or like what are we looking at here?
Okay, let me figure out these controls. It's a kind of a shmup arena shooter, almost. So I'm
is it more like
working my way
asteroids, or is it
towards
more like Smash TV in terms of controls?
It is not. Control is relative. So pressing right, pressing left. You know.
Okay.
Got to figure out aiming though.
All enemies are erased.
So yeah, then I work my way upwards and around. Okay, this is cool.
I thought this was
going to
be like super budget, just like, you know, generic no-frill shooter along the lines of whatever that other no-frills game we played earlier in the night was, that racing game. But no, this is cooking.
I just... is there like a strafe? Is there like a lock direction while moving?
I thought there was. It looked like you were
that.
using one before. Your special weapon is okay, by the way.
Oh, then let's use it.
Remain of time in the bottom right corner.
All dogs are away. So oh, never mind.
Clear the stage of boss floor.
Let's start here and then move on to the... Oh, I'm also being timed while I'm on that menu making decisions.
Jesus, relentless.
Yeah. Yeah, so far I can't...
Oh my god, you lost 90 seconds because of that.
Yep. Well, let's see how fast I can beat a boss. Nope, time over.
Ay.
Alright, I'm gonna...
You have the privilege to continue this battle.
Continue the following before the conditions before end of count. Alright, I want to change to that one, the wide shot.
It's neat that they let you just re-kit. They're just like, alright, you want to mix it up?
Now, that's not the... Oh, it wasn't like a spread shot as in, like, I get all those shots at once. It just means I...
This game is... I'm just realizing just how loud this game is.
Oh, while I'm paused, I can move the camera around. It's a photo mode.
That is neat. Alright, hopefully, that will do it.
Alright, we good?
Yes. Folk at home, let us know if this is more listenable now. Shouldn't be clipping at the very least. I like to think our limiter is low enough. Yeah.
My special weapon is just this little tiny sword dick that comes out of me that I have to get real close to an enemy to do.
Probably does a lot of damage though, right?
Can't tell. I don't know where that... Oh, wait. Here. Let's see. Not really.
Don't worry, you still have 280 seconds left. What you mean, like 25 seconds?
Nope. I wish I had the manual so I knew, like, what... If there was some sort of, strafe thing. Because I think that's what I'm missing here, is the ability to, like, lock on. Wow. Alright, let me try... the
Gravitron.
And... I think those are the missiles.
Picked up the blue-on gun.
Okay, let's try a different boss.
Bob Maynard says, oh, hey, I discovered this game covering it in our podcast, the Hardcore Gaming 101 podcast. listen to wherever podcasts are sold. I love this game. It feels like the kind of thing you'd assume they'd bring back on Steam for sure, but yet somehow. They also say, can I offer some quick advice? Please,
yes,
by
yes,
all means.
Yes. So this thing has, like, delayed mine shots as its weapon.
Fuck that. I can't deal with that. I need a gun that shoots. Don't make me, like, think about, like, you know, laying mines and traps and stuff. I've never used, like, mines or, like, you know, proximity stuff like claymores or whatever in a video game, and I never fucking will.
I mean, it helps in this case where I don't know if I can actually aim and shoot properly. So if I can just take it in one shot and then run away and then
Bob
take out another shot like this.
What you have to do is clear as many hexes around the boss hex as you can in time. The more hexes you clear, the more powerful you are, and killing the bosses gives you more time.
I figured killing the bosses would give me more time.
I think it may have blown this one.
Yep. Hey, Bob, is there a way to strafe, or is this just the game? All right, here's what I want to do. I want to start over and give this one more shot. Yeah. This is cool. Like, I'm not sure if I enjoy playing it so much, like, in practice, but this is cool.
Score
Thank you
0.
Thank you for your playing.
Bob Lander says, so you just want to clear the cannon fodder as fast as possible, build power, and just utterly wreck the hexes. Want to give it another go?
Yeah, one more to go. All right. This one with the homing missiles. Oops. Okay, I guess I'm going with this.
To escape from St. Shoots.
Heaven, utopia, and truth. Okay. So now I understand, I think. This, I think if this game was made again as a twin-stick shooter, this would be the
Can you
fucking
not
coolest.
use the analog sticks?
No.
2 seconds. Just want to check. I'm sure... Whoopsies.
Want me to pause it while you...
No, I did it. Does it work?
Nope.
All right, cool.
Are you sure you did it for mine? Because it said DualShock on there when you were doing it.
That's why I set it to from a PlayStation 2. Oh wait. Whoopsies.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Was there a control screen for this game?
I don't think there was. No. Maybe it just doesn't have support for it. Maybe this was made way earlier outside of, in Japan, and then got ported to America in 2000.
Bob Inger says it does not have dual analog, if they recall, which feels like a weird omission.
Johnny's asking what the name of this game is again.
Starfighter Sanvein.
It's an Sanvein.
Yes, and you'll find releases in Japan, in Europe, and in North America.
All right, so I'm going to clear all the things around that first boss, and then we go after that boss. Ooh, slow down.
Inescapable on this console.
Does anyone in chat know there was a like a game almost like this, except it was a one-on-one shmup against, like, it was you against a single opponent in, like, these enclosed arenas.
Fire Breathers on Action 52.
No, it's on Xbox 360, and, like, there were anime girls, right? And they had, like, a super mode that turned them into, like, a Toho boss, basically.
You're only gonna have 10 seconds to kill the boss.
So let's see if that works.
Only 88 remain of time. Oh!
Yeah, that did it.
Remain of time recovered.
Electric Boogaloo Funk says, Sanvein, wait, this is a good game. Yeah, as we've discovered just now. Welcome to Games from a Hat, where I don't know what game I'm about to play.
Yeah, you only knew this one based on name. Or didn't know it based on name, you just saw the name of it and you're like, I gotta have that.
Yeah, I was like, what's a Sanvein? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, this is... I like this. Oh, we have a problem, Cass. I just want to play this game now.
It's a good game on the Bad Game Hall of Fame. That is a problem.
All right, let's see if I can... Let's clear out this one stage, and then we can move on. But, yeah, this is a winner. All right. Do you think I go for the boss with
I think
much?
so. I think you play it. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I cleared everything around it. Yeah, okay, so, yes. Just wreck it.
This is what computers should still look like to this day, honestly.
Yes. This is how an OS should operate. Like, I'm either, like, making a Word document or, like, formatting my drive. One or the other. I can't tell.
This is actually destroying your files in real time with that virus, the video game.
Yeah, you're thinking of the same thing I'm thinking of.
Yeah, the virus video game didn't actually delete your files. It just, like, used images to, like, use them as textures as it painted the walls. There was a video game that was, like, a top-down shooter. It was, like, a Space Invaders type thing. That is the one that actually deleted your files as you played it.
That is the one I was thinking of.
Okay, cool.
Was the top-down shooter that... Oh, warning. Name, Hemil Befelschreiber.
Wow, they ain't shit.
Yeah, I guess especially not stage boss destroyed. All floor something, remain enough time recover. All floors are cleared.
Slime Generator says Linux has to do all this shit internally to figure out how to play an MP3.
All enemy floors like there are no obstacles. I love English text in these kind of games. All right, this is fucking cool. I think that's probably enough for now.
Yeah, sadly.
To move the show on, but hey, solid recommend. Starfighter Sanvein.
Shooter Starfighter Sanvein. That way, you know, you got to lead with the genre, as they did. I think that's a good precedent that we should all adhere to from here on out.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo Funk says what I said earlier, which is, wish there was a twin stick configuration. Yep.
If only.
Or maybe the next one will be as good. What's the next one?
Swing.
You know, maybe it... We don't know.
This
we
looks
didn't know,
dire. Just we like, didn't... Oh, no, I'm going to ruin it for you. This came out 2002. It looks like this. The cover looks like this. And it is a 2002 release. The name of the developer is Software 2000. 2 years out of date by the time their game came out. And published by Conspiracy Entertainment. Yeah, there was conspiracy here, all right. It was called Milking the fucking PS1 Value Department for all it's worth.
Video Game King is guessing that this will be a Snood-like.
This one I can't say I've heard of before.
I can't help it and notice in Launchbox it's just a different name on the side there. Felix the Cat? No.
A wonderful, wonderful cat.
François, English, or Deutsch. Or Software 2000.
Oh, no, they don't let us select the fuck.
Wait, swing, think twice. It says, think twice before you actually start this game.
Think twice, measure once. Cut 3 times. It's loading configuration. There you go, it loaded your configuration.
Oh, it really was loading shit that whole time. I was like, why can't I do anything? Graphic sets, which is different than screen adjust. What's graphic sets? Select figures, shapes. Oh, that's unreadable. Contrast. Also unreadable. Stones.
Precious stones.
Precious stones.
Oh, is this Bejeweled?
Jewels, Easter eggs.
We found the Easter eggs. Oddheader, make a video. We found Easter eggs in this game.
Pizza. What do you like on your pizza? You like starfish on your pizza? You like a whole uncooked turkey on your pizza?
I like putting just broccoli on, just like broccoli by the stalk.
You like a solid, like, uncooked steak I'm seeing in the top right?
Only with grapes, though. Only if I can have some grapes with that, too.
Alright, I'm gonna go with the stand. You know what? I'm gonna go with pizza.
Pasta, put it in a box.
All right. Okay. Pizza. Yeah, we're good. And then the controller configuration is nothing. Right. Left. Right. Nothing. 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 Throw. Nothing. 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 It's a one button
Just
game.
have some default binds for the other controls or whatever. Just like have like every button be throw and every like have L1 and R1 also be left and right. It's not that hard.
It's left, right, and throw, and they have to show you like nothing, 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 nothing.
And don't ask for anything either.
All right, saving configuration. Please wait. All right, show me the information. Save the configuration. Sure, this takes fucking forever. Extras. Behind the scenes?
So in other regions of the world, this game is in fact called Marble Master.
The Joker is the first extra. It can place any color in play. Helps you produce a trio. The bomb. Oh, these are.
Oh, you need to memorize what each of the fucking like.
Yeah. You need to know what each of these things does because they're all distinct.
Fuck this! That's what I say.
You get a silver star when you finish the level. If 3 silver stars are positioned next to each other, the player is completely clear. But you get 2 silver stars on one top of each other to combine a gold star. Trio of gold stars clears the player and adds a bonus. But if a ball is catapulted at the player under the rest of the wire, it turns into a heart. If it's thrown back again, it turns into a bomb, and vice versa.
I think I would rather saw my arms off than play this game. Than commit to learning any of the obtuse fucking nonsense that this game is peddling in.
It has multiplayer.
Oh, what a shame. My controller is, mysteriously... Play some single player.
Alright. Mission mode, tutorial.
I want to hear, where's the story mode? I want to see these characters. I want to see them develop, learn to love.
Let's go into free mode.
Electric Boogaloo Funk says, anyhow, this is a port of a 1997 PC game when the Software 2000 name was more relevant. Oh, so they were more relevant before the year 2000, before Y2K happened, and not as relevant in the year 2002 when this PS1 port came out.
I'm doing a fucking puzzle game, but it feels like I'm trying to set up a game of Crusader Kings. What the fuck is all this?
Yeah, this is the part where I would just be like, nope!
Oh, I would too. Like, everything right now is telling me no, but I know that we're doing a show, so I have to... Alright, I'm not going to do free. That's too much responsibility.
Too much freedom.
Alright. Sudden death. Sure. Yeah, I don't... I'm not even gonna... Am I being timed? The timer's going up. Okay.
Countdown to extinction.
2. 4. No, 1. But this is a 4. And then... And they are equal now.
Well, if you put a 3 on the 2, and you put a 4 on top of the 1...
Yeah, let's see. Yep. And, I don't understand what the puzzle... Okay.
Well, that happened.
And that. Okay. Alright. And that's how you make a pizza. Alright, so if I weigh it down significantly, then it'll toss them up in the air. Or at least one of them up in the air. The problem is, I don't know what my end goal here is.
Yeah, you don't know how to get rid of pieces. Oh!
Well, I've gotten rid of some pieces, and I'm not entirely sure what...
You did something right or wrong. It's hard to tell. Oh! You're trying to get them off screen. Because when they go off screen, when you, like, you know... When they fly up and over the side, they summon some of the other balls to roll in to do the power-ups.
So, go. I mean, I did that really badly, but...
But you get the idea.
I mean, vaguely. Like, I fucked up at some point here. I don't... Am I stupid?
No, this is just absolute fucking nonsense.
That was swing.
Alright, let me fucking try this thing. Let me... Select multiplayer.
There's a 2-player thing? Why can't I select... Oh, back. I'm still stuck in single player.
Competition?
Yeah, just... It would take too long to type all that out. I mean, there's a tutorial, but do I want to learn this? Do I want to, like, spend the next 2 hours learning whatever this game's deal is?
The answer is no. You really don't.
Okay, that went over to your side.
It sure did. Oh, fuck.
One of the problems is I don't know how to make pieces disappear. Like, I've done it, and I don't know what the rules are for a piece going away.
I think you just put a bunch of them next to each other. Yeah, this is entirely too complicated for its own good. That much I can tell you for goddamn certain.
Okay, what if I take this, and I put that there? Okay, so that does make it disappear. So they have to be matching up on a horizontal axis to vanish. But I still want to... Okay, I made a lot vanish. Now I didn't. Down. Way down. Okay.
Oh.
I am not getting anywhere, but I have kind of figured out how to make a piece vanish. That is the best I managed to accomplish here.
And that counts as some sort of progress, if you ask me.
There we go. Okay. But sure. And then I think if I put one more down... Okay. No. But almost. No, but yes.
This is honestly like a game out of my nightmares. Like, if this is all that video games were, I'd just be like, no thanks. That's cool. You can enjoy those. I'm gonna enjoy a nice book.
That is a fair statement, that this game is kind of like having a nightmare. It is like dreaming up a puzzle game, and like you wake up and you try to remember the rules of it, and you're like, no, that didn't make any sense at all. What was I thinking?
You use the onions, and you stack the onions on top of each other. What part of this aren't you getting?
I think the fact that I picked pizza as our theme has made it worse.
Well, now I'm getting into the turkey. Now I'm getting into the turkey territory now. We're talking turkey.
Oh, yeah, I got turkey too. Okay. If I drop that there, and that there, then I can get turkeys. Well, that didn't do much for me, but I at least got to make turkeys disappear, which is a victory of its own.
There's like some meters in the top of the screen, and I could not tell you if you put a gun to my head what any of these things are supposed to indicate. I dropped a star.
It's really hard to get them to line up, and you have to consider that, you know, one thing is going to change the weight of the other thing. And I don't know how... I mean, would it be better for me to just, like, not do anything to let you play until, like, you make yourself lose somehow?
Until I fuck up, yeah.
This, like... Also, like, the way this game looks in general is unnerving to me.
Doesn't help that you pick the pizza, but I don't think the other thing would look much better either. The other...
No, the background and, like, the stark metal stuff...
Like, I can almost see what they were going for here. Almost. Keyword almost.
I think it has too many rules and systems for its own good.
To say the least.
I can't push this down anymore. I can't push that down anymore. What if I do... Oh, whoa. Okay.
Yeah, I've made some things happen at some points or another, too. I wish I had a clean board. I wish I knew what I knew at the beginning. Because I don't know how to unfuck this situation. Is the primary issue I'm dealing with right now.
I would love to get... Okay. So, of the 30 different power-ups, which one was this?
I don't know, because that's definitely the hardest thing to do is to get the power-ups to show up. Like, when you're just trying to, like, clear this shit, like, you know, power-ups and getting things like the bounce, like, specifically to the other side of the screen comes in, like, a cool, like, 15th place in terms of priorities.
And clear that out. Okay. Folks, is this anything? Is watching this... Oh, did you lose?
Yeah, I think
I literally can't tell if you won or lost.
I think I lost, because I filled up.
Why is it still letting me play?
Maybe you need to catch up to my score, or...
No, I've passed your score by a lot. Why am I still playing?
Because you gotta see how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Oh, I've gotten up to whatever this thing is.
Dough.
Okay, thank you.
There's just something about it.
I mean, counterpoint, no.
Is that swing?
Please let that be swing.
That's swing, also known as Marble Master. Marble of all trades, master of none, if you ask me. Boy, howdy. Alright. Game number 8 tonight. We are nearing the 2-hour mark, too, so this should be, like, decently, like... I don't know if I need to pick too many more out at the end. The next game is Terracon. And look at that, there's a little alien fell on the front there. Look at that little cutie. This is developed by Picture House in the year 2000. Very 2000s. A lot of these games are post-2000 tonight, I'm noticing.
I guess it turns out if you pick games out of a hat, just at random,
it's
probably
skews towards.
I'll also say that when I pick these games, I don't have the privilege of looking at the box art. I'm doing this solely based
on title, so it's even more like random. You can't just be like, "Oh, that box art looks funny." It just turns out that by providence, by chance, these cover-ups have all been at least mildly amusing. Magic Mail says they know what this game is. Johnny Baggett says that's the alien from Destroy All Humans.
Which is to say, a gray.
This was published by Sony Computer Entertainment Europe, so this is first-party published in Europe. It's definitely an interesting note.
And that's the entire game. Right there.
Pretty cool 3D model, right? All right, thank you for buying our game. Thank you for buying Terracon. What do you guys think of it? It's not over yet, but...
Was that really just a loading bar for the model? Because nothing else is happening.
Can you press buttons?
No? What's this, a demo disc for, like, here's my cool model I made?
All right, 2 seconds. Let me double check.
Hey, tell you what, you try to make the start. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.
Yeah, you know what? We'll take a quick intermission is what we'll do here while I toil behind the scenes momentarily. So say goodbye to the good people, Charkie, for like 5 minutes. Give us 5 minutes, folks.
5 minutes? Okay. Be right back. See ya.
And, of course, we will return briefly. All right, we have returned. Let's try it like this.
By the way, How Do I Even Exist says that they're absolutely buying Swing to force anyone who visits them to play it.
Cruel and unusual punishment. I can respect it. Just remembered I gotta do that. Actually, you know what? Let's also make sure, in case there's analog in this game. Right? Or DualShock. It might be. It's a 2000 game. I don't see why it should not.
Or it could have Nikon support. That, like, twisting controller. Or was it Nikon? Nigen? I saw it listed on there as an option.
Yeah, I switched cores. There's a small handful of games, of PlayStation 1 games, that do not work in RetroArch's MedDefend core on Beetle PSXHW, or what have you, and you have to use PCSX Rearmed for, and this is one such game. Another one I remember is the Fantastic Four game that also hangs on load screens, similar to how that hung on the load screen here. I couldn't tell you why that is, but I imagine it just has to do with something, some process as to how these games chose to load their data off the disc, or what have you, that doesn't get along well with MedDefend.
This does do analog, apparently. Don't like whatever is happening with this menu system. Alright, I guess my only option is to start the training level.
Video Game King says, before you start the game, know there's a handful of stupid cheats to check out.
Probably not going to check out cheats, to be honest. I did select English, right? Not French?
Yes.
I don't like their teeth. I don't like their individual teeth.
I do appreciate how much texture there is here, though.
Okay. Felt like something else was about to happen, but...
You felt wrong. Your gut lied to you.
Is this how graphics work?
Yeah, this is wireframe as I've come to understand it.
They just draw each line individually and then all the textures happen?
Holy shit, okay. Look at this.
Oh, look at those credits happening.
What's that DOS, or was it Windows? Behind the Back Action, 3D, it's all voxel worlds. They got remade or had a sequel release recently.
Outcast?
Yes. And real Outcast, Outcast vibes from this, yeah.
Follow the arrow to the first flag. We'll look at the mission briefing. Follow your mission indicator to the Mission 2 flag where your next training mission will be activated. Okay. That's a lot of words. Granted, I guess I did say, give me a lot more words to describe walking to a flag. And they did it.
Is the music directional?
I don't know what you mean.
Like, there was a second where you were turning around and the audio felt like it was coming from different directions. That you, like, turned, like, to face the wall. And it was, like, something like, no, you can't hear music through a wall.
I can see for miles. I can't do the...
Yeah, hold on, give me 2 seconds. I know my timing with the soundboards is always, like, fucking spot on, but,
Oh, you want some fucking FOV? Now we're fucking master of FOV, huh?
There we go. Is that cheap enough pop? We're gonna pop people
live
with
pick. Okay, get 20 of these for life. Got it. Okay, let's feel out the buttons real quick. X, nothing thus far. Circle, quick turn.
Well, you haven't been trained on those functions yet. You haven't been trained on those controls.
Square is jump. I mean, he's just showing off.
Look at my vertical leap. Magic Meow says, Vine Sauce collab still open. We haven't alienated him yet. So think about Vinny Vine Sauces.
Okay, L1, R1 is strafe. R2 is this weird fisheye first-person view.
You've got
So
some
is
lens
L2?
distortion happening there. That's neat.
And right stick is basically just turn in 90-degree angles.
Someone in
and a
chat
quick
mentioned
turn.
this game is kind of open world-esque-ish.
Collect all the Genergy. Whoop. I am hit.
So your body harvest
This
has
is-
nothing on this.
What year was this?
2000.
Charge. 2000. Okay, sure. This still feels ahead of its time thus far. Particularly on the PlayStation, I think. Like, actually, for real, look how far out I can see.
Well, look at the LODs. I mean, that's smart.
that is-
That's good. That's like what they're doing is,
Yes.
is a good use of that. And it's
Yes,
having
yes.
like the mounds in the background.
Yeah, I understand that what it is, but I feel like it is still impressive to see that far out on a PS1 that they were, using the technology that well.
Just like it was made by demo scene nerds. It's like, we
Yeah,
just
who
got
made
done
this?
cracking the Amiga. We would like to try a crack at the Sony PlayStation next. Have a bit of a cheeky LOD in it. Something like that.
So you said this was Sony published. Who was the
Sony
developer?
Computer Entertainment Europe. The developer is Picture House.
Generate 4 objects. Crafting? Use energy... I'm sorry. Forgive me. Use Genergy to fill 4 meshes. Meshes are blueprints of unstable Terracon structures. The only thing like... blah, 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 blah. Go-to thing.
Lots of ways away.
And then go to other thing. I'm stuck. Okay.
Johnny Baggett says, correct me if I'm wrong, but Spyro pioneered as one of the first to draw LOD draw distance stuff in 3D. That can't be right. There has to have been like some PC game that predated it. Spyro might be one of the first to do it on console, but I
That
feel
might
like
be what they
LODs are were conceptually a thing as early as texture mapping was a thing.
Okay, so X is shoot Genergy, which you use to make things. Target practice, okay. Destroy 8 tanks. Ugh. I feel like every single Games from a Hat stream, I've had to do some sort of tutorial where I destroy tanks.
It's a running theme. It's a trope.
Okay, destroy tanks and then go to thing.
Finally get to do some shooting here.
So I guess I use Genergy to destroy, because that seems to be the only thing I can shoot. Yep.
It's fucked up that they shoot back. Oh, no, they don't shoot back. That's just particle effects. A lot of stuff happening on screen.
Yeah, there's like
It's like
lines
playing
coming
Skeleton
at
Warriors
me.
all over again, boy howdy.
No, this is way more comprehensible. So I guess I lose Genergy if I use it to build something, but I can just keep shooting if I'm killing stuff. There we go. This is very interesting. Flying target practice. Oh, okay. That's what my aiming thing is for. That weird first person. All right. This could be where it becomes frustrating.
Theoretically.
Okay, you can't... Okay, there we go. Oh, you know what? It's good. They got it right. Up is up, down is down.
Alright, now turn on the thermal vision and make this the Farsight 20XL from Perfect Art. See through walls.
I'm trying buttons to see if I can do that, but no. Where's the last one? That's not a target. Wait, where is the last one? Oh, sneaky.
I mean, there's a giant arrow at the top of your screen pointing you at all times to wherever the next thing
Sneaky.
is. Pretty sneaky, sis.
3. I don't think I need the mission briefing
Launch
for
code
that.
cartridge is. They put an apostrophe between the E and the S there in cartridges. It only bugs me. That the apostrophe shit only bugs me because I got it wrong for so many years, and people would just like mercilessly be like, "No, it's not. You gotta get rid of. You're using the apostrophe wrong." I'm like, "No, this is the right way." And I realized like, "Oh no, I've been doing it the wrong way for like 30 years. That's not good." No wonder I kept getting dinged on that on my school papers. So anyway, now I'm a stickler for it too.
Okay, water's bad.
Even when the Bad Game Hall of Fame first launched, I was still making that mistake all the fucking time. It is credit to Magic Meows in chat, who was my roommate at the time, who would just, anytime they read any of my posts, would be like, "The apostrophes are killing me, Cass. This is great. You're the greatest writer of all time. You know, you're basically a modern-day poet laureate, a Shakespeare, if you will, in terms of skill, but these apostrophes are killing me." That's a direct quote from them. Direct quote from Magic Meows. And they're in chat, so they'll verify that for me. When Bad Game Hall of Fame first launched, like, I was still fucking it up, so I sneakily went back and edited a lot of the articles, all of them at some point, to make sure that they did not contain any erroneous use of apostrophe S. It also took me until I was like 20-something to finally like lock in my head the difference between AM and PM.
Am I doing something wrong? Hit use Genergy on this thing. Yeah. Okay, just keep doing it.
Do it faster.
Yeah.
I am Headful saying this reminds me of Body Harvest somehow. Yeah, I made that comparison too. Great minds think alike.
I haven't played Body Harvest in like ages.
You're not missing out.
I remember in elementary school. Yes, it was elementary school. I had like a tiny little Body Harvest poster in my locker.
Oh, Body Harvest! What a hunk!
Charged up. There's still more to the story. I thought I said there was like 3. Oh well. I don't know how to read.
Hey, you gotten this far. You know, it is a shame that the nature of the beast means that we get stuck in so many tutorials.
Yeah. Oh wait, I can just stop with that. There we go. Board your dropship. I bet I can figure that out without a tutorial.
Well, too bad, you're getting one anyway. Beam me up.
Well done, XZ. Training mission complete. It's Pikachu.
Fuck!
What is it?
Don't ask me.
Well, didn't you let me look at it? Do we not want to terraform planets? If we took our terraforming ship out into space and planets keep getting terraformed, I don't know what we're doing wrong. Maybe don't spring this on the all-powerful AI. Maybe don't tell it, like, hey, we're going to shut you down now.
And it's going to hurt, too. It'll be like one long nightmare. The rest of eternity. Anyway, thanks for your years of service.
Yeah, you probably should have surprised it instead of doing it like this. Oh, well, okay, so you're the idiot here.
Master.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I didn't expect it to be that bloody.
Yeah, all in all, not a great plan. I'd have gone with anything else. I'd have gone with not telling the guy.
Yeah.
You know,
like
morally bad as that may be, I'd rather not die.
Yeah, he said, like, you know, they told me not to tell you, but I'm just gonna tell you anyway, like, right before it happens, so...
Yeah, if it comes down to me or the giant brain in a jar, I'm going me every time, baby.
Like, he wasn't even saying, like, I have to stop this from happening, I have to save you. It's like, hey, I just want you to know right before you die, you're gonna die. Okay, bye. That seems like the more inhumane thing to do, right?
You would
Almost.
think so.
I guess they're not human, so.
No, they will destroy all humans.
Match Meow says these are insane in-engine cutscenes for PS1.
Most certainly.
I have to say, this is impressive. It is impressing me.
Might be another winner tonight. It's one of those games that we have a hard time showing off in this format.
Yeah. Johnny says the PS1 must be on fire rendering these. Also a little surprised by how bloody this is.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see what the rating was on the box, but I'm assuming, like, it doesn't have, it's not, there's no North American release, so you couldn't see, like, ETM, but I'd see what PEGI rating they had on this. PEGI 18. Let me check to see if I have it in the info.
Bob Mayer says, man, I'm kind of pissed it's never hit the US now.
I'm just looking at the cover real quick. There is no PEGI rating on it.
Nothing.
Interesting.
And yeah, Johnny says this would be pre-PEGI. That's what I assumed.
Yeah. Well,
so,
you could theoretically start a new game. I would save this as well. I would be sure to save your progress.
Do you want to rewind so I can hit save? Or is there a save? Memory card. Scanning. Scanning. No care. Okay. Which of these is do a thing?
Yeah, this menu could be a little go left. See what happens if you go left.
The left is
options.
This. No, what about these are okay, this is collectibles.
Okay, so right.
No. Is this like a load thing? Can you not save right here? What's this? That's nothing. That's return the title. Okay, UI could be better.
Maybe you need to beat the first level and then you can save.
Good boy. Waiting for memory card. Okay. Maybe this would be a thing where you drop like a... Well, granted, this is your thing. Yeah. So.
Quick save, but I could send that at some point.
Yeah.
Interesting. And by interesting, I mean tedious. That they made you do all that. Maybe the levels are really short.
Oh, it's like Katamari level select. Dock with satellite. Level 1.
That's my impression of the Katamari Damacy level select. I'm sure it came through on Discord, too.
Yeah, I thought you were just playing a clip from the game.
I know, I've been told I have that effect on people.
Let's just take a peek at the first real level.
Yeah, I might as well.
And then...
Like I said, maybe it's short. It's stupendous. It's short.
I wonder if they're like proper enemies. There must be. There must be proper enemies.
Yeah, I mean, they had you practicing your weapons, so...
Alright, goodbye. Okay. A little quiet on the sound effects. Front.
Yeah.
Like, no footsteps.
I found a secret.
I have to assume that you can't live. Okay, there you go. Now, I don't know what secret I found, because all I did was I shot at a guy. Ooh. Whoa.
Not ideal.
Whoa,
Maybe they
okay,
should have put an invisible wall in front of the trees
this.
there. Maybe there should be a barrier of some sort.
A lot of stuff happening. All of a sudden getting, like, giant Citizen Kabuto vibes.
Getting just thrown into this world, too. The train didn't really cover the scale of things. Didn't really prepare you for...
Yeah, another secret.
You're racking up these secrets left and right.
Again, I still don't know what that first secret was. The first secret seemed to be I shot the guy coming at me.
More secrets than a goddamn Wolf 3D level.
Uh-oh. I do like that shooting is, like, entirely dependent on where you're looking with the camera, so I can, like, run backwards and kind of reliably shoot at whatever. Almost reliably. Works well enough, I'll say. You know, I am actually kind of almost surprised at how not bad the controls are for what this is.
What a compliment.
Like, okay, like I'm playing this, and I'm not thinking too hard about the controls, right? It just feels natural.
It's just natural. It's just deeply immersive.
And for like essentially a third-person shooter of this vintage on PS1, not a lot of them felt like just natural to control.
That was a bit of a struggle. Was a bit of a pain point, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm hit.
That's very, like, Jeff Mittner inspired. That's giving me,
like Tempest 2000 kind of
the
stuff.
font treatment stuff, yeah.
I don't know, was he European?
No.
Okay.
Get on that pad.
Yeah, I don't know the guy. I mean, I know his pedigree. Oh, I didn't find everything, I guess.
You didn't find all the secrets? It felt like you found like 50 of them. Out of 100, I guess.
Cloning Genergy Surplus, huh. Well, that first level was short.
I just want to see if it auto-saves. I just want to see if there's any just like... Alright, cool!
Maybe...
Your progress!
Maybe if I go back to the satellite, that's where you save the game. Oh, another cutscene.
Oh, that's fucking convenient.
Oh, okay.
Who'd have thought that all aliens spoke French?
Let's see if you can save the game. Slime Generator says, I looked up the history of this dev studio. They went out of business after failing to make a Lemmings game for PS2.
Yeah, that sounds about fucking right.
Can I save the game? Select current game position. What the fuck does that mean?
Just press X.
Move to movie theater. I wonder what they're showing.
Well, they're showing all the cutscenes in the game. I don't think you saved.
Yeah, I did not save. I know.
Try to save.
Okay, that is quit current game. That is select current game position.
Now
cancel
press
save
left.
operation.
X.
Yep. That could have been so... That is over-designed.
Yeah, no, that's bad. I got what they were going for. Like, I figured it out, but...
Yeah, you did. Props to you for figuring that out, but that is... over-designed.
What
Anyway,
are the names of those
cutscenes?
What are the names of the cutscenes again? Go back to the movie theater.
Sure.
The
beginning. The
Welcome
rise
to
of
the Terracon. Return of the
Return
Doc.
of the...
Hall of
Return
Fame,
of the
baby!
Doc.
That's gonna be the credits. That's what they call credit
Yeah.
rolls, so... Yeah, that'll do it for Terracon, I reckon. That is, something. Picture House.
Yeah,
they made a game with moving pictures in it.
That's another one that maybe to check out.
Potentially.
That's kind of... Yeah, as a curio, as a historical footnote. Kind of interesting thing.
Speaking of
What's
checking
next?
out, we're nearly checked out at this point. This is our penultimate game tonight. Tunnel B1. Charky, what the fuck is this?
Okay,
I saw this cover.
This
I know you only saw the title.
Okay, so this is a slight bit of a cheat because I saw the title and I remembered this cover because this was advertised in like GamePro back in the day, and they had like a full magazine page of that cover, and that is like the memory seared into my head. I don't know anything else about the game. It's probably a racing game, but I just remember that face.
This is actually the guy from the cover of Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. You know, the guy that's like caked in like the yellow clay. It's what he looked like before he was all like crackly and irradiated.
Oh, I was gonna say in the core of the Crimson King, but okay.
Yeah, my references are a little more nuanced, are a little more. Yeah, this is developed by Neon Software, published by Acclaim in collaboration with Ocean. Looks like 1996 game. So I will
fairly early.
Take it away momentarily.
So not an LJN game.
Not an LJN game. We didn't miss one.
It'd be fucked up if the next thing that shows up is LJN.
LJN.
Damn it.
Welcome to the rainbow. Oh shit, look, it's Jaws from LJN's Jaws.
An Echo from LJN's Echo.
Wink at the camera, wink at the camera, wink at the camera.
Wink. Actually, Ocean did do Echo the Dolphin, so.
Did they?
Yeah. I mean, feel free to fact check me and prove me wrong, but I'm pretty sure Ocean did Echo the Dolphin.
Echo the Dolphin is a series of action-adventure video games developed by Appaloosa Interactive, formerly known as Novotrade International.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely nothing to do with Ocean Software. you literally saw the word ocean, and you thought, oh, Echo's in the ocean, dolphins are in the ocean.
I could have sworn I was wrong. I thought it was a dumb thing where it was like, oh yeah, like this game was made by. Oh, you know what? You know what it is? Ocean made Waterworld for the Virtual Boy. I knew there was some dumb thing where like there was a game by Ocean that was like
that one
really
might be
on the
right.
nose.
That one might be right.
Yeah, I just knew there was some real on the nose game that Ocean put out.
I couldn't tell you the name of the the Dolphin developer off the top of my head, but I will say I almost interviewed. I'm sure I've told this story on stream before, but what's his name? Ed Annunziata, the guy who made Mr. Bones, or who was like the lead on Mr. Wait, that wasn't an Ocean Software game. Why am I mentioning that? Oh no, because he also worked at Echo the Dolphin. That's right. That's my tangent. You know, this guy who was creative director for Echo the Dolphin and was also creative director for Mr. Bones. And I almost interviewed him for the site as it related to a game he made that wasn't particularly good. Oh, I think I was going to do a Mr. Bones article.
Yes, you were going to do a Mr. Bones article.
Yeah, it was like way early on the site. I was going to make the claim that, you know, it's too unorganized. It's completely like non-focused. Not even interested in being focused. So, like, you know, from minigame to minigame, it suffers because none of them are particularly great. But, you know, charming as hell. And the guy said that he would be totally down to do the interview. And I'm like, that's great. Let me write all these questions. Let me spend a day writing these questions. And I sent him the questions. He said, actually, I don't want to do the interview. And, you know, he had a valid reason that, you know, he said that I was thinking of, like, memories of this guy I worked on who was the voice of Mr. Bones or was the guitar playing in that game or something along those lines. A musician friend he had that Mr. Bones, the character, was in some way a tribute to or inspired by or performed by. And they had passed. So he was just like, look, this is like giving me like, you know, bad memories. So I'm just gonna sign off as I don't want to disrespect his memory by talking to a bad game Hall of Fame. I was like, yep, understand. Yeah, probably should have thought about branding the site as anything else, as literally anything else. I'm never gonna get an interview on this site.
Not a racing game. As far as I can tell.
It's some sort of driving game. You're in a vehicle.
Oh, okay, that's select, is to pull up a map.
You can't look at it while driving, though. It's not like a GPS.
A good thing that, like, the world stops when I check at the map. Okay, I'm safe to stop looking at the map. Bonk. Okay.
I bet it's something to do with that. Go up to it.
So, is there something weird about how the music sounds to you? Like, not that it's wrong or something.
No, it's like that.
It just sounds bad.
It's got a xylophone in it, so it's like this higher register.
Okay.
I'm noticing a distinct. This is a tunnel, but this game actually has a lot of non-tunnel spaces as well. You were out in the open air before.
Oh, this is right here. This is the eponymous Tunnel B1.
Ah, this is it from the title, the titular.
Which makes sense why, like, going on this and it seems like it's not open. Like, I have reached my final destination. This is it. Okay, where the fuck am I supposed to go now that I've opened that up? Did I open up something like
Yeah, you're
all the way?
No. The door to your left.
My left?
No, turn around. Turn back around. Forward, left. There you go.
Uh-oh.
Got their ass.
Here's a... Okay, I want to check something here.
Questions from the chat. From the peanut gallery, more like. We love you, folks. Please subscribe. Video Game King asks, why is the camera so low? Why are there zero sound effects? There are sound effects. They're just very low in the mix compared to the music. Elvis the Culture Advisor says it's Descent minus about 4 degrees of freedom. We got 2. That's all that counts.
Okay, I gotta say, there's a thing with the controls I don't like. It didn't look like I had options to change the controls. Accelerate is square. Brake is X. And there's a strafe, which is on circle. Which, I guess that's useful like this. But I kind of want to also be able to accelerate and strafe at the same time.
Oh, look who's greedy. Look who's...
I need to not be so close to those things. I mean, this at least isn't like 007 Racing, where, like, if there's an explosion on the same, like, level that you're on, you'll take damage from it.
Well, no game is quite like 007 Racing, I tell you that much.
What was this again? 1996? It feels like it.
Yeah. Oh, sick. All lowercase lettering on those. On those screen elements. They predicted posting.
Level 2 shutdown. Imminent.
Flares.
What? Say that again? Tell me that again?
Les.
I guess those weren't pickups. Players installed. Mines install.
Can I uninstall the mines? Can I clear up some of my hard drive space?
That's my second... Okay, that's a... What is... Oh. That seems very ineffectual.
Remember when hard drives were like, you were lucky if they were 40 gigabytes? You're like 40 gigabytes, like, whoa, I'm living like in the lap of luxury right now. Remember when hard drives were 4 gigabytes?
I actually don't really remember the hard drive sizes of my computers prior to this one. Oh, you know, and I can tell you why, is because I didn't have computers for quite a while prior to this computer I have right now.
Yeah, that's the impression that I get. You know, as someone who grew up with computers and saw through multiple generations of hardware revisions.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had computers as a kid. I had played a lot of computer games. It's just that at a certain point in my life, like, my computer broke, and, like, I was never able to afford a new one, so I went a lot of years without a computer. I had laptops, but not like a proper computer.
me, I was always passionate about computers. I forced myself to learn so I can learn how to play games on them and do fun stuff on them. And I've been coasting off of that knowledge for the past 30 years. I haven't learned anything in the last 30 years about computers. It's all the shit I knew when I was like between the ages of 3 and 12. That's when all the learning happened. My knowledge of CSS, HTML is about that age level. So
I no longer had a computer after 2015, and I only got a computer again in 2020? 2021? So there's like 5 or 6 years I just didn't have a computer. Like I said, I had laptops. I had a Microsoft Surface, but, you know, that's...
Wait, you said laptops and a Microsoft Surface, or Microsoft Surface was your laptop?
I had a laptop for a while, and that broke, and then I had like 2 Surfaces. So, like, you know, not stuff I could really do much with besides drawing and accessing Discord.
Oh my god, this explains so much.
Mission failed.
I think you ran out of time. Looks like this game might be running out of time.
Yeah, I think that's enough for this.
This was the flagship. This was the thumbnail game. This is the one that had the cover.
Hey, it had a cool thumbnail. It had a cool box art, rather.
Yeah, and it will be cool in the thumbnail when I absolutely use that face again for the fucking thumbnail and try to put the hat on this guy's head. So good luck to me with that one.
How well it's going to pan out. All right, yeah, let's move on to the final game of the night.
I think so. So again, that was Tunnel B1. I think this also came out on like PC and Saturn and like damn near everything that was capable of running 3D. Or barely capable of it. They weren't particularly discerning, it seems. Anyway, last game of the night is one I know all too well. But you picked this one out.
Yep.
And never here it is. This is Versus. Would you believe me if I told you this is a fighting game?
That was my assumption.
Published by THQ. And developed by one Polygon Magique.
I think this is one we get right into multiplayer with, then.
I think so. I think it's an impromptu... It's not a fight night, necessarily. It's a fight... Midnight Rendezvous. Or... I don't know.
a fight in 15 minutes.
So, if I recall correctly... I probably don't recall correctly... This game was a different game in Japan.
It was a strategy game in Japan.
No, the characters and the theming was all different. Then they reskinned it to give it a gritty urban feel for the North American release. And this lady that we're seeing, she was the buxom model that, you know, was used in all the promotion for the game.
I mean, I like the extreme crop top. Like, cropped as much as possible while keeping a T rating. Does he have pants? Does he not have pants? I like this guy dressed up like a 5-year-old inventing a superhero outfit out of whatever's in his closet.
So, like, they were going to fight, but then they're like, oh, that'd be too hard to animate. Just have the cops come by, then everyone runs away.
Elvis the Culture Advisor says, "The Bouncer."
Game
options. Alright, button config. Let's just check it. Kick, punch.
It's all in the mind.
And kick, and then E.
I think E might be evade.
Kind of a weird positioning, but alright. Kick, punch, kick, evade.
I'm sure this will be fine. Game.
Alright. Game.
Set, match. 1 player versus 2 player.
Alright, who's our characters? What is this character select?
Alright, so you select a gang first.
Okay.
Left and right is supposed to change gang. I'm on the right, I believe.
All right. So the beach gang is Kenny, Kara, Mineo, and Kalukag. Then we have Campus, which is Harold, O'Doul, Leith, and Kathleen. Hood, which is
rival schools.
Ramos. This is a rival schools kind of thing we got going. Paco, Thana, and Jaleel.
Yep. You can see their fighting styles underneath their names too, by the way, in case you didn't.
Streets is Mia, Slim Daddy.
It's Mia from Streets.
Oleg, and Vikram doing the Ahego face.
I'm gonna Mia. This looks like it's straight out of like a mid-90s arcade game that was trying to be Mortal Kombat. This would be their blood splatter, like letter treatment, font treatments.
All right, the construction site, the disco, or the vacant lot?
Vacant lot.
Oh, wait, we have more.
Every gang has their own turf that you gotta...
Yeah. We also have Venice Beach, Malibu Canyon, Miami Beach, Miami. All right, sure. That gives us a place then. Stadium, library, rooftop, playground, Chinatown, subway.
Sure,
want to do the vacant lot?
Yeah. The final destination of the verses.
Start. Oh, no.
No!
Oh, God. Not again.
No! Dear God, no!
All right, we've done this before. We can do it again.
Oh, no, thank God we can press start.
There's no way... Oh, wait. Is it really that you just have to, like, decide? I'm done playing this slide puzzle game. I'm ready to fight now. Yeah.
Look at my panties sticking out. That is such a dire fucking character model choice.
The music.
I'm just gonna hope it's not copyrighted music. I'm gonna hope that this is.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Hey, nice combo.
Yeah, fuck. I was just matching buttons. Shit.
I can't get out of this in any sort of way.
That sucks. That sucks. I mean, try hitting the evade button.
I'm pressing the evade button. Oh.
The thing is, when I get into that stance where I just have my one leg up, then I'm done for. Like, I can't figure out how to get out of that stance. The soundtrack is like one of the also ran Tony Hawk kind of games, right? Like, this sounds like something you'd hear while you're, like, riding a scooter.
While you're scooting the goddamn burbs.
Well, oh, look at this. That's a PS1 ass like result screen for a fighting game. Just the blue-black gradient, the little white text. No style to it whatsoever, despite all this style here.
It has no style. I'm gonna be Mineo.
You'll be the Crow. Okay,
I'll be the Joker,
Kathleen.
Baby. Green hair, white face paint. How's that working out for him?
I kind of want to do I know we already did the Streets one, but I want to see the disco.
Yeah, sure. You can hear me say now.
Right, and I want to solve this. All right, let's see.
Oh no, I accidentally pressed start. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
I want to imagine this game showing up at EVO, and like...
It's just the slide puzzle, no one cares about the actual fighting game portion.
Yeah, like, tiebreaker is, like, decided by slide puzzle.
It should be no surprise from looking at this, but this is bad.
Yeah, I would agree. Whoa! Every now and then something looks cool, and I feel like it's an accident. What do you say, brawl?
Yeah. Brawl. You figured out how to grab.
Let me tell you, I did not figure out how to grab. It just happens. What is her fighting style? Maybe that's why I'm grabbing her.
Oh, bad news. This OST is licensed music, by the way.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Whatever. I don't give a shit. No, I thought retry would be...
Yeah, it's just quit game. We'll do... How about one more match, right?
Yeah, perhaps.
Alright, who do I want to be?
Her fighting style, by the way, is Aikido. Or Aikido.
That explains all of the throws.
I'm gonna be this cheerleader.
Okay. I was kind of thinking of playing her, but I will pick someone else. Not any of those guys. Hey, how about Kara? And, I don't have control over this.
Weird.
I guess you get to choose the stage.
Let's see, the playground.
Alright. Now, gotta... I really keep meaning to sit down and, like, study, like, how you're supposed to solve these, because there is a trick to it. I would like to get good at.
The trick is to be a boring, insufferable loser who...
Now, I think the face is wrong. I think...
Might be slightly. No, it's just a JPEG artifacting. It's alright. Oh, boy.
Why am I dressed like this?
Why do we have the same haircut?
Yeah, am I just like a palette swap of you of different moves?
I think so.
Jesus Christ. Okay. What was I about to do? What bullshit was I trying to charge up? What? Okay. Try it again. Nope. It's not gonna happen, I guess.
Is this like a Psychobilly? Is this Psychobilly adjacent?
I mean, it should be right up your alley.
You would think so, and yet... Oh, I kicked the basketball out of the way.
Yeah, I was never gonna figure out what that special move was.
Yeah, it's like Virtua Fighter if it sucked.
Yeah, like...
If it was
I can say this about any... I can say this about any bad game.
Yeah.
I can say this about any bad game, but I wish that was better because it has like the start of a good idea on here. I would be curious. We're not doing this on this show naturally, but I'd be curious to see what the Japanese version was like.
Yeah,
I already did a character of.
This doesn't seem to be a lot of who does free karate, none of that paid karate.
I'll be this guy who does street fighting. Yeah. If he does street fighting, then maybe he can do like a Hadouken.
Want to do the Subway or Chinatown?
Chinatown looks like it has more stuff going on in it. Alright.
Over my dead fucking body, will you ever solve one of these on stream ever again?
Like the last time I did it, it only took me like 11 seconds, so... Alright, we should try and talk a little bit more over the woo stuff going on. You got me in the grab.
I did a pimp slap. That's on brand, I suppose.
That's freeze karate right there. That's what that is. That very ineffectual dropkick I got going.
Oh, good running tackle, though.
Oh, okay. It was like, who's player one? Gotcha. Okay, good use of evade. There seems to be like a lack of on-the-ground hits, which is a little awkward. I mean, granted, that might be a mercy, considering how easy it seems to be to lock someone down.
Yes. If you get hit once, you're fucked, basically. The other person knows what they're doing. It's why I don't like Tekken, because it feels like I just get in and like, oh, that's a combo that took off like my entire health bar.
This game almost has something. Almost. Doesn't make it though.
Keyword. It has a sick gradient in the background.
Yeah, this is PlayStation 1 to me. This blue to black gradient.
Yeah,
black to blue.
Seeing this in Final Fantasy VII and being like, but what if you could change the colors? What if you could change the 4 colors in the corners of the screen and make your own gradient? And that's why Final Fantasy VII is the best Final Fantasy ever.
Did you ever screw with that, or did you? Just
I
leave
made
it
solid
as it
colors. I made it solid black or solid dark blue.
I always just left it as it was. It'd be too dangerous in my hands.
The combinations, the color combinations you could come up with. Hey, that was it. That was the last game we have tonight. Yeah. That's the last PlayStation game.
Yeah, I had a few other ones on my list, but I took them off because I had a bad feeling about them, and it turned out I was right because one of them was a strategy RPG, and the other, the Warhammer one, was a RTS game. So those weren't going to work.
Well, it's good that you made the call. It's good that you looked into those ones, I suppose. But I think that will do it for Games from a Hat PlayStation Edition. At least this first draw. We could come back to the PlayStation, or we can move on to other consoles to pull games from a hat. Ones that have large enough libraries.
Yeah, I think now that we've done a couple PlayStation ones, I think moving forward, we could take a look at another catalog of games. Pick stuff we've never heard of, try them out.
That would be the premise. That would be the idea, I think, is just ones that have interesting titles, or perhaps even interesting cover art, and just doing minimum of research into the game, if not no research. And that'll be the format for this particular program, moving forward. But for tonight, for right now, that has been the Bad Game Hall of Fame. That has been our show for tonight. Consider, during this month of September, subscribing here on Twitch, pledging on Patreon, gaining access on our Discord server to the Patreon Saints channel, where we are currently discussing what the next long-form series is going to be, where our chatters, our supporters are currently voting, discussing, debating furiously what they want to see us do. So consider, if you are a subscriber, joining the Discord server if you're not in there already. Or a pledger for that matter. But even if you cannot financially support us, that is quite alright. It is completely understandable. We would hope maybe that you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, if you made it this far, we're hoping you enjoyed it. We're hoping it wasn't just 3 hours of suffering. That you might share some of our videos with your friends. We have a playlist, actually, for this exact purpose. It's called Suggested Viewing. It's one of the first playlists you'll see on our YouTube channel page. And there are just some hand-picked episodes that were like, these are some of our best. These are streams that give you an idea of what the Bad Game Hall of Fame is all about. That is their intention, so we think they make for pretty good onboarding. So maybe consider, if you have a friend, family member, trusted advisor, court-appointed someone or other, monitor, that might be into some of the streams we put out, consider sharing it with them. Otherwise, just tuning in and watching is also enough, I would say. We should probably see who's available to raid at this hour. Well, I see Liz Star is playing Super Mario Special on PC 88 at the moment. So you know that's gonna be a that's gonna be a raid. Liz Star is good people, good goblin. And we've actually played through Super Mario Brothers Special on this very stream, haven't we, Charky?
Oh, yes, that's right. I think I was not here for... Or was I here for that one? I was.
Yeah, it was the Hudson. That was the Hudson to PC 88 thing. You were there. So you can go watch that. Or you can just watch Liz play this game. They're probably much better at it than we were. But either way, we thank you for watching us tonight. For considering giving our good friends a watch, a look-see as well. I have been Cassidy, the custodian of the hats, on this particular night.
And I've been Charky, the person who doesn't know what they're getting into, as usual.
As per usual. But that's the dynamic, isn't it? I'm just tossing you into the deep end in this wonderful streaming content world that we inhabit. And this is another one of our series. Now, I think it's firmly entrenched. That we will come back and come up with some variations on this and play with the format a little bit. This Thursday coming up will hopefully be more progress being made in Blue Stinger. Hopefully closer to getting done with that game, getting done with that long play. Saturday, we have a theme night planned out. We do have one planned out. So please look forward to it. But for tonight, that'll be all. Bye!
Good night, everybody.